Hello to YouTube. Whew. Got our coffee already. My shoulders were right just a minute ago. God damn it. I keep moving that thing and it switches back. But yeah, welcome to Rejected Potentials pre-show. I am your host, the Silent Twitch, the DM, and hello Cyrus.
Howdy.
How you doing, man?
Good, how about you?
Hey, another day. Ah, man. Just adjusting some extensions, getting everything ready. All that.
Nice.
Yeah, haven't heard from you in a while, so it's good to have you back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I had a busy week at work.
Ah, fair enough. I feel that. And by that, I mean I haven't had to experience that in months. So, but fair enough, man. Oh, you haven't missed too much. Um, you did miss Bob Ross last night. If you weren't in the chat.
No.
Yeah, Wolf, who was playing Zopip, rolled up his new character and is playing now what we call the Angel Bob Ross with a
Nice.
cannibalistic turtle. So, yeah. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, otherwise, easy day. Oh, we got some more wholesomeness coming out of them, so
Sweet.
hmm we'll see who all shows up today. Since both Maya and Captain said they were gonna be late, so oh man, God, I've got my final test tomorrow, man.
Nice.
Yep, I'm ready to be done, but I've got the work. I don't know if you, because I believe you said you went to university, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know if you experienced this during your time, but that last test of the term is always the worst.
Yeah.
Because you're always afraid that you're not, it's especially when it's one of those classes the entire term you don't really have to study for to pass, but
Right,
then
right.
you wonder, it's like, okay, is this final test gonna suck ass and just hit me in the fucking mouth? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm honestly like, all right, where's the catch here? I mean, I'm getting 5 hours to do it, but I'm still nervous that something's gonna hit me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. This is the only class I have to pass. Every other class I've got A's in. I have an A in this class. As long as I score at least a 50% on the final, I pass. But
Sweet.
having straight A's would be amazing for the first time in my life. So, oh man. But yeah, and then we'll be starting to do more streaming. Oh, I was gonna ask, are you wanting to join the one shot? It'll be on a Monday, so I don't know if you'll be able to since you work.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to.
Okay. Then I won't PM you and ask you later, cause I want to see. It's just gonna be legitimately like one major battle, so it's not something that's gonna play a major role in the game.
Right.
But yeah, I think you saw it and everything, right? What we're doing.
Yeah, I saw stuff on it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be funny as hell to watch them all die. But yeah, God, I wish I had some rum to put in my coffee. Oh well. But how's the whole political situation been treating you guys out there?
Not too bad.
Yeah, no riots or anything like that.
No, we had some demonstrations. I think one of them started to get a little bit more than it got broke up right away.
Oh, okay. Not too terrible then. Good to hear. Yeah.
Other than that, I think we only had really had like that first weekend.
Oh, okay.
Nothing else since.
Jeez. It's been interesting to watch the whole situation. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Ugh. Especially being a neutral party, as in I don't plan to go down to these protests because I can't afford not to get the job I'm applying for. So,
Right, right.
like, no, I'm good. I support you in spirit, and I've been donating money, and that's the best I can do.
Yeah.
God, but the whole thing with the president, and I just found out he's pulling troops out of Germany, which is gonna be interesting. because we've had troops in Germany since World War II or the end of World War II. So I'm kind of wondering what the hell's going on as far as political.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't checked what's been going on stock market yet today. I mean, it's a Sunday, so probably nothing interesting. Oh wait, we got some mergers. Facebook's going and getting a lot of backlash. Elon Musk lashes out at Amazon for rejecting book questioning COVID-19's risk, which it then reinstates. Interesting. Gods. Are you a big stock market player?
Not really, no.
I'm kind of surprised. I would figure a tech guy would be really into it.
I've got some that got like a guy that, runs investments, but
Mm-hmm.
I let him take care of it, and I don't have that much in it.
Interesting. Huh. Fair enough. I mean, I was always curious about that because seeing people from other majors, especially who have interest or other backgrounds who have an interest in it, I'm always curious what they look for specifically in stocks, because
Hmm.
I've noticed that depending on your major or depending on your education, you have like very key points you focus in on.
Right.
But yeah, it's always kind of interesting. The Great Diamond Gullet miners stuck with gems worth billions. Jesus. Oh yes, it must be terrible to have to hoard all those diamonds. Oh man. Oh, did you see Mythos of Theros is finally released?
Yep. Yeah, I picked it up. I was reading through it online.
Oh, what'd you think? What have you been thinking on it? I'm curious.
I like it. I'm actually going to use or try to use one of the magical items in my home group.
Then I might have to pick it up Monday just to see what it's all about. That's one of the
Yeah,
things I was looking at.
I really like because in that setting they have that almost everybody is tied to a god some way, shape, or form, not just like
Okay.
clerics type thing.
Yeah, I get you.
And so you can actually, by doing things that gain favor with your whichever god you have, you can raise piety.
Oh, okay.
And then as you raise it high enough, you start getting different, basically like traits and
Mhm.
stuff. Not really, not really feats, but it's just like you get these extra benefits by being in whatever level of good graces with your god, and you have
Hmm.
levels worth,
Oh. Yeah,
which is
maybe.
kind of
Huh.
cool.
It, that's definitely got my interest then, because that'd be kind of fun to mess with
Yeah.
in a campaign. Huh. I might have to check it out. I was thinking about picking up the physical copy.
Hmm.
But at this point, I'm afraid to pick up any more D&D books. Not gonna lie, but that's definitely, huh? I might pick up at least the digital copy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they extended the thing. If you pick it up from a brick and mortar store, um,
Which you have to
it might have only been
pre-order.
the pre-order. Oh,
Yeah,
was it only the
it's
pre-order?
yeah,
Okay.
it's still not out for the physical copy. That's doesn't come out for at least another month.
Okay. But yeah, because I know if you pre-ordered it through your game store, then you got the physical book and you got a coupon for D&D Beyond
Mhm.
that gives you like half off.
Okay. See, yeah, I might buy it. Depending on, what I'll probably do is buy the electronic copy first. And if
Yep.
I really like it, or I'll read through it because apparently I have access due to being shared with your drive or with your stuff,
Oh, right.
and I
Right.
can check it
Right.
out. So I'll read through it and see if I want to pick it up for my own personal collection.
Hmm.
Although there's still some 3.5 books I'm picking up, so you know, slowly but surely I'm building my collection.
Right.
God, I'm gonna need a new bookshelf soon for just for the D&D books. It also amazes me. I don't know how many, like, if you've gone looking at some of the physical copies as far as prices, but like to find 3.5 copies are so much more expensive these days than the newer 5e ones.
Yeah, I did that with some fourth edition because
Mhm.
there was some stuff on planes and the Feywild that I wanted for reference for my home group.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was like I think the one planes one was I don't know like 35-40 bucks for a used book.
Jesus, yeah, that sounds about right. That's what I've been looking at. It's just like, oof. Oh man. Hi, Cameron.
I
You okay?
oh, I think I'm coming down with a flu or something.
If you've got COVID, let me know ahead of time.
I don't think I have that. I don't talk to too many people or go out of the apartment much right now.
You've been out with your dog. Quarantine him.
If I have it, so does he. No pets for the doggo.
The dog can't. Dogs can't get COVID.
Shh, he'll be the first case.
They tried saying that in China that there was a case of it, but I don't think it was legitimate. I think the whole thing they found out was just the dog was old. That was basically it. And then they said that it killed the dog, and it turned out the dog died at old age.
I gotta. I still don't have any real backstory for my character. Oh well, right now.
Yeah, you're good. I've got campaign stuff all set up.
I'm bad at backstories. I know that. At least sometimes.
I'm not picking that one up.
You don't have to. It's the fucking truth.
I'm not doing this. He's trying to bait me into bullying him. See, chat, it's not my fault.
I'm not baiting. I'm being honest about
You're
myself.
baiting. Shut up. God damn it.
How is being honest about myself
Shut up.
baiting?
I will.
And now you are bullying me. You're yelling at me to shut up.
I will put leaves throughout your entire house and make it physically impossible.
I haven't even cleaned up my house from last time. And at least it's leaves and not goddamn solid blocks, because I logged off in my house somewhere and that'd suffocate me.
So anyways, Cyrus, you were talking about how much it costs for 4 ebooks?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, like the planes one was like 35-40 bucks. The
Mhm.
Feywild one wasn't as bad. I think that was like 25 or 30.
Oof. Well, still, yeah, that's not terrible. I mean, I guess 4E would be easier to find books for. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Let me look. Let's see what mine are costing at this point. D&D books. So the average D&D book, for the version I've got, is between roughly 35. Oh my God, there's a bunch of these that are just all out of buying options. Between $35 to $75.
Yeah, that sounds
With
about right.
nothing else left to do, everyone's taking up D&D.
Well, I mean, I buy everything used, so. But there's a good couple of books I really want to get. The one I'm looking at the most right now is actually a 4th level adventure, just because I'm a big fan of dwarves. I think this is the one. Oh no, wait, never mind. It's just one that caught my attention. Was called Sons of Grumpsh, something like that. And yeah, it's just one of those little what do they call them? Modules that people can do. But I'm still not a fan of any modules that I've ever seen.
I like borrowing from modules.
Mm-hmm. I get that. I just never like playing through them.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is $4.99 right now. There's an option to get this one for $13. Oh, that's real tempting.
Buy it now.
But I gotta get my job first. I gotta have an income. I know I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. I mean, because I'm gonna come on here and probably buy some tomorrow, but.
Well, if you're just gonna do it tomorrow, why put off tomorrow what you can do today?
Because I don't know if I'm gonna have a job, or if I actually am gonna get the job. So I want to wait till I have the confirmation. Hey, you've got the job. We'll get you started on training, and we'll be paying you. Like, until I get that confirmation, spending money is not always a good idea. I get the complete Psionics book. I'm surprised that that's selling at $50, honestly, because no one likes Psionics. Like as a dungeon master,
they're becoming more popular with them with some people due to the fact that they're the one thing that can damage almost any barbarian.
Yeah, they're also extremely overpowered and broken. At least they were in 3.5. Ugh. I do not care for them.
I like how
Says
they're
the guy
starting
who
to
made
bring
up
them some to
made
5.
even more overpowered psionic things.
Well, if they bring it to 5, that'd be great. Although, given the fact
Or-
that what?
I was just gonna say, or some of the unearthed arcana they're doing it with.
Yeah, I did see that. I mean, to be fair, with the new art vestiges, it kind of makes sense to start putting in psionics because those could probably combo pretty well. But
Mhm.
the I don't know. I was really hoping for like to see more of some class design with the tattoos, like someone who actually can craft them, and then seeing more like alchemist, some of the other expansion classes, expand the druids, expand ranger to give them some of the bring back prestige classes, fucking 5e. It's not hard. I know the reason they got rid of them is because it's too complicated for new players, but goddamn, it's real easy to run a prestige class. It just gives so much more customization to your story and character, and I just miss it. What, Cameron?
Oh, I'm just thinking of the fact that I technically one of the times more recently that I played 3.5, I was ended up being a prestige class of a dwarf, sorcerer, and fighter mix.
You mean like a hexblade?
Eldritch Knight.
Eldritch Knight. Yep,
There was one.
that's a good one to go.
Althor. Yay. Althor.
Yeah, I changed your name for you.
I saw. That's why I'm. Oh, by the way, I do have a character set up for that one shot you wanted to do.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it comes up, cause I'll post the link the day before. As I'm only letting 5 players in, so I'll probably post it on Saturday or Sunday, and I'll just let everyone know, hey, in an hour I'm gonna be releasing it, the link, so I'm only letting 5 players in. So
And then letting us dogfight over the spots.
pretty much, whoever gets there first gets it. That's basically gonna be how it goes. So.
Well, I will hold my breath in anticipation for using this character there.
Or I might just, what I'll probably end up doing is instead of posting the link, I'll just say, hey, in an hour, at this point, I'm gonna, at everyone to message me. For those who want to join, the first 5 to join, message me will get in. Because it's a little easier to manage that. Because then I can actually tell time-wise who got in first. Got my coffee already. I'm excited. Oh, and you'll be happy to hear, Cameron. Wolf is now playing Bob Ross. So, enjoy the fact that you won't be hunted down.
No, he'll just paint pretty little trees and happy little bushes.
Well, that and he has a cannibalistic turtle.
Please tell me.
Hmm?
Say
again?
The turtle's name must be Siri.
No, the turtle's name is Diamond. And it's based on the turtle he has in Minecraft that ate 5 of the other turtle eggs that he set down. So. Yep. Oh, man.
There is nothing to say to that.
No. Don't worry, though. They're off doing... They're gonna go kill Toutler, so... The new Hitler of the world.
Wait, wasn't that Trent's original character?
Not original, but yes, from Time Fuckers.
You said the proper name.
Well, there's he had 2 characters in that group. Him and Ansem. Ansem gave up adventuring after shoving his hand down the throat of a gnoll.
Sounds like an excellent pastime.
Well, it was his only way of escaping prison, and then he retired to be a shoemaker in the southern portion of the Dwarven Peninsula.
And his shoes became famous for being uncomfortable because they were made with one hand.
Pretty much. He also had an extreme fear of hill dwarves. Which I don't blame him after he got hunted, beaten, and attacked constantly by his traveling companion. God, if I only posted those VODs to YouTube.
They'd
was-
be so demonetized.
I don't even get monetization on YouTube, so it doesn't even matter. The only reason I post shit on YouTube these days, for as far as my own episodes go, is because it's stuff that no one will watch on Twitch, and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess someone's gonna watch this one day. I don't know. It also helps me fill in when I
Yeah, I
jump
get it.
into a game during on stream. They're like, "Wait, what happened? Why all this stuff? Why is all this stuff missing? Why is this all different?" It's like, "Oh, here's why. Go check this out." Hi, Maya.
Hello. Do I sound
Nice.
okay?
Yes.
Yeah, your sound
Yeah.
fine, sis.
Okay. My mic was a little weird earlier, so
Don't chew on your mic.
I will not chew on my mic.
Jesus, don't do that.
That's ear rape territory, Cameron. That's like trend territory.
Don't give me a reason to bully you.
Even if I don't, at some point you will.
Yes, but now you're giving me a reason not to feel bad about it. Oh god, that hurt. Oh, Cameron, did you ever get the graduation invitation thing?
Yeah, I do, and now I have your address to send you a package.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of DM, yeah, I had that and I've tried it out several times. The link doesn't work for me.
That's because it's not open yet.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say I like on different days clicked on it and I'm like,
Maya,
this isn't
so eager
working.
for someone's graduation that she tries to show up a month early.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be just pdx.edu/commencement,
Okay.
and I just said that on stream, so that's gonna be a fun one to deal with later.
Oh.
I mean, a lot of people want to view their dungeon master,
Yeah,
their
sure.
favorite dungeon master graduating.
So yeah, it's on June 14th, 11 a.m. PST. So remember, it's PST. So that's for those who I think it's 2 or 3 hours ahead or later for you guys. Let me see. All videos
Yeah,
are
you-
pre-recorded and will be available to view after this time. Yeah, so it's gonna basically be that you can watch a video for it and see all the people that did it. You can find the channel via the OPB website. Let me see what that is.
Do you know me?
What?
OPP.
Oh.
Made
Oh,
me think of the old
God
song.
damn
Do
it.
you know
Okay.
me?
Yeah, it took me a second. Wow. I
Also, I had a question.
I have an answer.
I know Captain was saying like earlier in the general chat that he might be late too. I thought he was technically gonna be in Grim Legacy because he got kind of kidnapped or
You'll find
changed
out
or whatever.
why that what's going on. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Malthor
Can
to
we
the
get
rescue.
Captain back? Oh yeah, did you finally get your character name so you're not just question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark?
Well, yeah.
No,
I
there
think
is
it's-
only 3.
Oh, well, I thought there was 4.
No, I only did 3.
Bad
And this
luck.
is something-
Odd number.
And this is something that is I've been guaranteed is very powerful if I would have built it just a little differently, but I'm not a power gamer, so I built it the way I like to use things.
I like how you're referring to your character as it.
Oh, if I would have built this character the way that it was originally intended, Maya, you know how powerful Normek is over on Gaia, right? Where he can
Yeah.
actually stand a chance against Marcus.
But
and
you
whatnot?
also got real good items on Gaia, so you gotta get good items here
To put
too.
this simply, all I need to have for this character to be powerful would have been to have this character be powerful would have been a Vorpal Greatsword.
Oh
That would be
boy.
it. And
Captain,
this character could
give
literally
me back
melt
my
people.
rapier.
Maya,
What?
do you remember Vogue off of Gaia?
I don't know. Oh wait, log? Or
Vogue.
Vog? No, I
Vog.
do not.
I would have thought you would have because they were around back before I wasn't left shortly around when or shortly before I ended up on there. That's why I was like, do you know them? Because their player came back,
No.
and their player
Oh.
has a beast known as Mal on another server that has boons and everything, and it can melt
Yeah,
Marcus.
remember when I first joined, the server wasn't real active. I hung out with my friend group, and there were apparently a lot of the staff had very OP characters that ended up later leaving. But that's all. I just
This might have
remember
been
that,
one of
like,
them, but this character was never on Gaia. But he can melt Marcus.
oh boy. Well, can take Marcus.
He handled Puddle's big bird monster thing.
Oh gosh.
That pretty much 2-shot Normac, 2-shot Marcus. It's terrible. It melted it.
I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah, no, it's a different server.
I caught that. No, I'm just looking up something real quick. But that was the general link, by the way, Maya, that you can use to check everything out when it gets posted.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
I was gonna say it wasn't working earlier, and I was like, is it me or is it the website?
Oh, it's always you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
See, Cameron, I bully everyone evenly. Now you can't bitch.
Well.
No, that's good. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
that
bullying my
is
sister is
true.
still mean.
Yeah, but it's funny to me.
At least Zaya's now an empress. She got that out of that. Then died, so.
Yeah, she doesn't have
Then
to deal with
character
them.
arc is completed finally.
Finally.
Well.
Oh boy, he comes back from the dead.
It came together in an explosive ending.
You gotta
Yeah.
add the old pervert to the beach episode we're gonna have.
Yeah, he has to be the Master Roshi that suddenly appears there and says, bikinis?
Oh boy.
And that's it.
If Itu ever comes back, I don't want to have to be the person in character to tell Itu that Ven died.
No,
Cyrus, good luck.
my character will handle that. My character will handle that. Paladins break things very
That's
well.
if we tell you about Ven. Because if not, you won't know.
Is the mic picking up Mom's TV?
No.
I don't hear anything.
No.
Oh, good, because that was loud as fuck.
No, what you heard was me sipping coffee.
No, it sounded like demonic shouting. That wouldn't be you sipping coffee. You might be soulless, but goddamn, you're not that soulless.
Oh, okay, now I gotta prove myself. Okay. Here we go, boys and girls. Let's see how bad this can get tonight. Let's create new encounter. What is the scariest thing I can throw? Challenge rating. Let's see.
You're scary as a DM, but
Tarask.
not as a coffee sipper. Come on.
How about
Be a
Tiamat
nice
and a
statement.
Tarask's love child? I like that idea.
Thanks,
Can
Maya.
I seduce it? Can I just said Tarask. I didn't say Tiamat. He loves dragons. That's on him.
Did you just
Can
say?
I just
Did you just say I love dragons?
well as
Ask
of late,
no. Ask Cameron how that went for him with the last
Well,
three
Dragon-
characters.
Dragonborn are different. They're like they're wingless, technically tailless dragon grandchildren that have OP abilities at times.
No. Let me
They're-
explain something.
They're less overpowered than elves. That's why I don't get why he hates them.
Because I had an asshole friend. And you
I'm
dealt with
not
this.
your
Well, actually, you didn't
friend.
have to deal with this, Cameron. Because you didn't have to go through the Lich's tomb. But let me explain how fucked up this friend was. Alright, in 3.5. He was an evil. He took on an entire elven and dwarven army by himself because of the bullshit he was able to pull. I hated this guy, and he was also one of my DMs at one point. So
Oh,
there,
boy.
he always played Dragonborn and always made sure to min-max and always made sure to screw us over as quickly as possible. So to this day, I still hate Dragonborn.
Yeah,
Well, you
take
should
care of
know
the
by
players
now
who actually
Karen
play them
can't
nicely.
min-max.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I can. This thing is min-maxed. This character, stat-wise, is min-maxed.
Well, is it a Dragonborn?
No, Fallen ASMR. Even worse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, wait, fun.
Him and Wolf are
goody.
playing the same characters. Alright. Welcome,
boy.
Captain.
I'm still early.
Yeah,
Captain!
you're 1 minute early. Congratulations.
Oh, Captain, my
I
Captain.
told you I'd be cutting it close.
Hey, no worries, man. You're good. Oh,
I'm
man.
hoping if you're
Cut it
here,
closer,
it
that's what
means
you're still
you
doing.
managed to get away from Grim Legacy.
Oh no,
Yes.
That's
he's just showing up for a little bit. He's playing Bob Ross's Turtle Diamonds.
Ah, damn it! You're not supposed to sell me out like that.
We have Bob Ross in this world?
Yeah.
Yep. Wolf's new character is the Bob Ross of this world. He paints happy little trees.
Do the
There's turtle-
happy
each of the
little trees
turtles.
kill people?
Possibly.
Wolf is in the Twitch chat. Wolf, you're welcome to realize how bad you have now made yourself. Everyone is
No,
worried that you're
like-
gonna kill them now.
It's a valid fear. If it's anything like how Zilpip was.
She has a point, Wolf.
Wow.
I'm not looking at Twitch chat, so I don't know what he's saying. If your characters is just a happy, friendly artist, good. But if it's a artist who paints little pictures that come to life and rip out your jugular, not good.
You know it's
Oh, joy.
bad when you are
You
There
being
might be that thought in my head.
you know it's bad when you are considered more dangerous than the DM who has been trying to kill you since the beginning of this campaign.
Yeah.
We can't avoid the DM. I can, however, try to avoid players in the other group.
That's fair.
What continent are they on? Because we're going the exact opposite direction.
That'd be nope. Go watch the Grim Legacy episode if you want to know that.
Where are they going?
Meta.
I told Cyrus, but Cyrus has no idea because he hasn't stuck around the campaign long enough to know what I was talking about.
Cyrus, what did he tell
No.
you? Quick.
Was it
Uh,
Dragon's Gate?
I don't remember. I actually don't.
Damn it.
No metagaming.
Was it on stream? Did you guys say this on stream? Can I
mean-
go back and watch?
Yeah, it's in pre-show, but you could also just go watch Grim Legacy and you'll know within a few seconds. The latest episode's been posted.
Oh boy.
I mean, you know, I can tell you they were in a tavern and then someone ate a chocolate.
You
Oh, no.
never
Did they
eat
not learn a
chocolate.
lesson about eating the chocolate? Okay, real quick, Captain Cyrus, if you're offered a chocolate by any NPC, politely decline.
Coco is cursed in this land.
I don't care how
Oh.
much you want to try the chocolate, don't. It will either teleport you, maim you, kill you. You have a very slim chance of getting a good head of hair.
Yeah, you might get a flower crown, but the chances of you dying are a lot more.
You could
Yeah.
also gain the greatest opportunity of all. You could learn where the closest goblin brothel is. And let's be honest, that pays for itself.
I mean, yeah, that does. but-
If they offer you a cookie, don't take it. And if
But
there's a
the
goblin
cookie-
named God in there, don't go.
Also, do not ask a god to make you smell better. You will end up in a washing machine.
Wait, when did this happen? I don't remember that part.
I remember what he's talking about. That was the Time Fuckers campaign. Trent got tossed
Oh,
into a
gosh.
fucking washing machine. And almost drowned because he decided to be a smartass with the High King.
He almost drowned.
And then
oh,
he
and
al-
if you see the High King, do not insult his sense of fashion.
But what if it's really, really bad?
You do it at your own risk then. But warn the party that you're going to, because
I'll-
we need to run while he nukes you to high hell.
To
I was
put
gonna
you,
say that like the next character I wrote up would judge the fashion. Like it doesn't matter like what rank you are, he would do it. Like
You're gonna die.
to give you an
Do we have
idea,
a fashionista?
to give you an idea before
not
we start,
necessarily. We just have a gentleman.
the High King, that is the only character that Zilpip wouldn't stand toe to toe with at this point, even at his current level or at level 20. He had no interest in dealing with that situation yet again. So yeah, if that doesn't brighten up the story enough for you, I don't know what will. But last time we left off in the Rejected Potential, it was a slaughter. In all honesty, left and right,
Yeah.
it almost
We
destroyed
almost
the
killed
Rejected
them.
Potential. They almost quit. All but Cyrus. All had given up. Cyrus almost had the
I-
poor decision of having to be forced onto the Grim Legacy without his consent. And that
Child.
was...
I think he meant Ricard.
No, I meant Cyrus. And that was last session. Everyone freaked out. They got their butts kicked single-handedly, almost by Zilpip, who managed to heal in one round 700 HP. Was actually a legitimate thing from D&D.
Yeah,
That
after the
wasn't even
Kraken.
homebrew. And with that, they basically decided to make a run for it. With Zilpip realizing it was no longer worth investing his time in trying to capture Cyrus, himself, Pipliz, and Captain, as well as Machina, were teleported into Zilpip's own personal pocket dimension. In which, that was the last time that they would see Captain for at least for a few hours, while the smoke from the Kraken's deadly creation began to work its way through and air out.
Not to mention Venzorwin's self-suicide bomb.
I was getting there. Let the DM talk. Jesus. Yes, and Venzorwin died. No one cares now because someone decided to interrupt the DM as usual. Alright. And I did get yelled at for bullying people. As you can see, that didn't do much to change things. So, last time we did leave off, the party had barely managed to get away with Xayah and Cyrus finding the crown of the last flame. Xayah deciding to wear it, and Cyrus seeing ghosts that were telling her Xayah stories. All that is left is these two standing inside the crypt, looking about, splitting up their goods that they had found. Upon the creepy sounds of the almost dead silence of the outer world, you can hear the coughing, the sputtering, and the occasional splash of a warm, wet liquid that you can't tell is warm because you can't actually feel it, and therefore that was a pointless description. As in comes a very beaten, a very bloodied, and a very ugly-looking Captain Ricard.
Oi.
Captain!
You survived.
You made it. You're okay.
I lost my thumb.
Is it still bleeding?
My
DM,
thumb
his
is gone.
It isn't. It's closed.
Oh, so I can't like try to heal his thumb back.
No, and his thumb is missing. So, no mending.
I'm glad you at least got away from them alive.
I died 3 times. 3 times! You know what that does to a man?
Nothing good, I imagine.
Trying. That voice. Alright.
This
That
is-
voice, it's making
we-
me giggle. It hurts.
At the very least, we are currently alive, and now we have a new mission. A revenge quest. I think we should settle the score in the future, not now, obviously, but
My bones hurt too much for right now.
yes, we have to
This is true.
first figure out how to get out of here. I'm sure, I don't know what happened to the dragon, but if it wasn't killed, I imagine it's gonna want to kill us.
Looking about, Captain, after finding these lot, you noticed that the tower had gone quiet from where the dragon was last seen. And the hags have all but vanished at this point.
Can
Captain.
we please get to some shelter?
Before you go, I'm gonna take out his cutlasses and hand them over carefully. Your swords.
And I'm going to hand the rapier back to you.
Good exchange.
All right. As you guys begin to kind of settle down, still standing in the crypts, by the way, a great place for a man with a cut off thumb. Looking around the disturbing area, with all the gear that is now on their pockets. Xayah, you continue to hear a pesky voice in the background, trying to ignore it. You recognize it immediately as Venzorwin's voice, trying to catch your attention.
Ven?
Oi! Oi!
Ven, is that you? Is it coming from the stone or the crown?
It's coming from the stone.
I'm gonna hold the stone up to my ear and be like, Ven, you're still there.
As you do
My
so,
fucking soul.
Ven's ghost is standing right beside you while you're trying to listen to a rock like a shell. The rest of both Captain and Cyrus can clearly see Ven standing there.
I'll flicker
Transparent,
in the forehead.
it does not go through. As Ven...
Wait, so
Yes?
Is he physical? Like, can you actually like interact with him or no?
He is a transparent ghost, from what you can see.
Okay.
As Ven
Can I-
starts to speak, yes, Captain.
Can I throw a pebble at him?
Please roll to see. Please roll an unarmed strike to see if you manage to hit him.
Okay.
His AC's 18.
I know
remember
what his
that.
AC is. I've got his character sheet.
I didn't think I was gonna have to roll for that. 1 second.
Be prepared to roll.
What the hell is a modifier for that?
Just an unarmed
Oh.
strike.
So
Uh,
it's just be
Strength, I
plus
think.
your strength modifier.
yeah, I need to pull up my sheet. Crap, I was not prepared.
Called for a roll.
You want to be a
I thought I'd have a-
smartass? Come on, let's go.
Alright. It's almost done. Hold on. It's still loading.
We're so professional here.
Plus 2, 15.
As you go to lean over and pick up a rock using with your hand that's missing a thumb, you realize it's really hard to throw as you manage to kind of get in your palm and just kind of chuck it, as if you were a very pansy man in the 1920s trying to throw a baseball, and the rock goes over Ven Zorwin's head, completely clearing the ghost.
No, Captain, it's okay. This is apparently something new with her. There's like ghosts. I don't know.
The stone has the spirits of the previous tiefling rulers in it, but how did Ven get in here?
I'm not
He's
in
nosy.
that. I'm in that. I point to the other rock. I point
What
to the rock.
rock?
I'm not in the. I'm confused as to what's going on. Let's just leave it at that. I'm old, tired. I'm here to give you a warning.
As Ven stands there, behind him steps a very large-looking Goliath. Very ugly-looking Goliath who's been scarred, beaten, and brutalized, with his face an amalgamation of more cuts and wounds than actual skin. The man introduces himself, kind of patting Ven on the shoulder and laughing, with a very deep voice. He goes, "My name is Galtharn. I'm one of Ven's old traveling companions, and I see the dumb bastard's dead. About time."
Hey. I died of my own volition. I tried to take him out with me at least.
You know, your mother said the same thing to me. But, as you are an old friend, I figured I'd remind you of something that you promised long ago that you've probably forgotten. Damn bastard.
What do you expect when I live for over 1,000 years?
Yeah, I know.
Brains are not meant to hold all that.
Anyways, you probably don't remember me or the rest of us, but we remember you from the old days. So many dead. We've fought side by side against the High Elven King. I swore to have your back no matter what. And he kind
Oh,
of
I
grabs
think
you. It kind of grabs you and pulls you over towards him and kind of puts his arm around you and clutches you in. For a ghost, he's pretty strong.
Oh,
Glad my ribs are
So
gone,
is
because
the-
otherwise this might hurt.
the Goliath is also a ghost?
Yes.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Captain,
Well,
would
the
you like to throw a
stone's
rock
just-
at this one?
Please, I want the ghost to throw a rock back.
How about no?
You know what? Fine, I will throw a rock at this one.
Alright, make an attack
oh
roll.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The sarcasm didn't come through.
Apparently
Does a
not.
19 hit?
Let me pull his character sheet.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
he has a character sheet for those wondering.
Captain!
Captain's about to get killed by a fucking ghost.
After the hag incident, you're really gonna just keep doing this
It's not
stuff.
like I'm throwing a giant freaking rock, just a pebble like the size of, like, I don't know, like a spherical
The size
quarter.
of you to this Goliath.
Are you throwing it with your thumbless hand again?
No, I'm left-handed. I don't know why I threw it with my right hand anyways.
As you go to throw it, it manages to hit, but it floats through him, and he just looks at you and goes,
Ignore him. He's a half.
My
elf.
apologies,
Questionably,
he's been
through a
through-
lot.
Traumatic incidents. I don't think he's quite stable yet. And I just lightly pat Captain's shoulder sympathetically.
It
Hey,
went
look-
through.
as Captain suddenly notices he has a ghost thumb sticking out. Galthar just smiles and goes, "Yeah, enjoy sitting with that trauma for the rest of your days." Alright, now as I was saying,
Ghost thumb?
I guess not all of us got as lucky eating that fruit as you did there, Vinny boy. But you can bet the rest of the lusty lads are still alive out there and willing to fight alongside you. Though we saw the worst of the curse. I have a request from the rest of the boys. The Spider Queen, your first wife, she needs to die, and we need to empty her blood on top of that damn tree.
Okay. I mean, I don't know of anybody who is still alive, but that we can ask to do this. But other than these idiots,
He looks at you
Very
lot.
charming.
these lovable idiots, I should say.
Now,
Zaya isn't as much
Still
of an
not
idiot
better.
as she is just scarred.
I'm gonna do you a favor. He said your name's Zaya, correct?
Yes.
He pulls out what looks to be a piece of rope and starts tying it around Venzorwin and throws him over his shoulder. I'm gonna take this one with me so he doesn't bother you.
Wait. Zaya, make sure the two knows what happened.
Of course, but Ben, are you wanting to go?
Yeah, if I try and fight him, he's just gonna arm wrestle me and make me go anyways.
Also, there might be information on your friend, the one missing the thumb's curse. You might want to, deal with that. And he grabs Ven and starts pulling, and both ghosts vanish into the back darkness.
Goodbye, Ben.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Captain, I'm gonna turn to Captain and be like, "What's this about a curse?"
What time of day is it?
It's about midday at this point.
Okay, we have about 12 hours before you have to worry about it. Ignore it for now.
That's not very comforting, if I'm being honest.
So
It's the
Zaya,
best I got.
are we gonna keep seeing these new ghost friends you apparently have?
I'm not familiar with any of this. I was supposed to take this back to what I thought was my grandfather, but he was fake,
did.
and now I guess I'm attuned to this. I can't take the crown off, that I know. And like I give a tug just to, like show it. So I
Yeah.
guess the
As she
stone...
tugs it, it comes off.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Well, I'm just gonna like look at it and be like, huh.
What if
I'm
I
just
try
gonna
to take it off?
slowly put it back on. Like, well, okay.
It wouldn't come off earlier. I swear.
No.
I think that problem's fixed.
Well, that means I could take it off later if need be, but for now, I feel like I need to hang on to it because the last thing I want are these damn Brikshasa getting a hold of it.
Praise the queen. Sorry.
Oh my god.
This is the way. Follow the queen.
Sorry.
Now
Sorry.
you have just made that into something I'm gonna integrate into the campaign. Thank you so much.
No. I'm gonna. Okay, Zaya. We didn't, on our way down to the catacombs, we didn't see any hags or wormlings left, right?
Nope.
So, Captain, you just walked in here. Did the path seem clear up to the surface?
Well, I didn't have to fight my way here, so I would assume so.
Then we should probably get going. I'm not 100% sure where to go once we leave this place, but I feel like we need to leave the island. There's still that army that could come from the mainland.
Well,
I
how
need
about-
to find a shopkeep. And I need
Well,
a drink.
we could probably... There was a town we passed on the way to get here. Mind you, I think it had shadow demons in it, but it had normal tieflings. And it might be good to visit them on the way, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do now that I have the crown. Do I rally troops? Make an army? How am I supposed to restore a kingdom?
Take over the country.
Well, those ghosts seem to have a lot of good info. Also, what about that other group? Are they gone?
I don't know. Captain, you were stuck with them for a bit. What happened to them?
I'm gonna
Captain,
be straight up honest. Sorry, go ahead, DM.
Captain, you don't. Your memory was wiped right to the point right after of popping into the realm, and then next thing you know, you were back in the broken down house.
Yeah, I figured that's how it was gonna be.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna be straight up honest. I haven't the foggiest idea what happened. I remember dying a lot, but after that, everyone was just gone, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna head back to the house, and you guys were here.
Yes. Speaking of that house, what the heck was that up in the sky that basically just leveled the house that we were in?
The figures.
Yeah.
That I gotta stare down my arm. That doesn't very clearly have 700 written on it, DM.
Oh, it has a couple more zeros than that.
Oh, so I'm gonna
77.
look at the number and like flex my hand, and like you guys can see just like a little bit of like sea life and like coral come from it, and then fade away. Be like, I have a deal made with a kraken who
Cool
I
tattoo.
think is now a god, and I called to him Mogwar. I called to him for help during the battle, and I think he answered. Although the debt, it seems, I owe him is very, very long. And she just kind of like warily eyes the zeros. That's a lot of souls. But that was I guess my patron. I guess he's a god I serve now.
Okay, that's new. Wait, souls? You said?
Let's forget about that. That's my problem. We need
Okay.
to get out of here and get out of here alive and figure out a
Bonfire
game
at Christ.
plan. You guys, you can't get back to your world yet, and I'm trying to save mine. But I think our goals might be connected.
You keep saying the my world and your world, but this is a same world. I'm confused.
Cyrus,
They're
you and I are not from their world. We were taking the voyage on my ship, and then boom, somehow we ended
the
up.
worlds are blending. The lines, I guess, that divide them are mixed and blurred, and it's leading to what seems like the end of the world, at least for the world you're in now, my world. And I was given the quest with Ven, Nitu, and Dulkin, and all the people I lost that we were supposed to save it. So I think
Okay.
if you want to get back to your world, we have to first save mine and fix this mess.
Quick question, DM. It
Yes.
was both Captain and I didn't know that our worlds merged really, right? Or was
Correct.
it just because we didn't have the group that was tracking it or whatever.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cyrus, I thought you were asking, not your character.
No, I was, or I mean, my character was.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I thought you were saying it. Out of
Yeah,
character.
remember, because you guys don't have tiefling in your world, so Zaya's just
Yeah.
like a weird-looking, horn-tailed, dark,
Human.
reddish, purple
Oh
skin.
yeah, I
human.
addressed you as a fucking demon when I first saw you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Which she has infernal blood, but
As you guys are continuing to chat and kind of figure things out, realizing each of you have curses, and Cyrus realizing he made a terrible mistake in choosing this group, taking that Saved by the Bell pause moment to think, did I really join up with a cursed man, a person doomed to save the world, and a dead elf? And we
An
continue
old
on.
fucker that just blew himself up.
and all the hundreds of thousands of souls in the stone.
Yeah. As you guys continue chatting, you hear someone shouting from above. Hello! Is anybody left alive?
Do I recognize that voice? Like, what language?
It's speaking in Infernal.
Okay, and do I recognize the voice at all?
You do not.
I pull my rapier. I'm not attuned to it, but I'm pulling it, and I kind of give them a shush look, like, this could be a Rakshasa. Be wary. I'm assuming they don't understand what it's saying, because they don't speak Infernal, right?
No, all I'm hearing is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be prepared.
Hello?
And I'm gonna
Hello?
creep towards the entrance and see if I can peek out and spot them, but not reveal myself.
Okay, give me a perception check and a stealth check.
Okay. Well, I got 17 for perception.
Okay.
Okay, and then is that 24 for stealth?
All right. As they come walking over, or you can see them clearly as you kind of poke your head out of the little hole or the passageway heading down into the catacombs. looking out, you can see how this house being pretty much leveled at this point, being a separate house from the one you guys were in earlier. You do see a couple of tieflings walking about, some with pitchforks, a few with swords, a few with mixed matched armor. Overall, all of them have different colored eyes, but no golden eyes.
Can I insight them? Do they seem like they'd be like friendly if they saw me, especially at the crowd? Do they seem like they're aggressive?
Roll insight.
Because I am not very. I have a crown on and I don't know what I'm doing with it. 23.
Okay. They seem like they're just looking for trying to find people. That's all you can gather from it. They're probably well armed due to the fact that this place was inhabited by dragons not just 10 minutes ago.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way back to Cyrus and Captain and be like, okay, so there's tieflings. Since I have the crown, I guess I'm going to try to rally them under me. If you guys could, I don't know, act like a guard sorts to give the look of authority.
Sure.
Ricard is glossy eyed, just holding his hand over where his thumb used to be.
Hello,
Just
I,
kinda-
I found a thumb!
What?
No, don't.
There's a
Okay,
thumb!
I'm gonna.
Someone was someone was chewing on it. I'm concerned.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna sheath my rapier, but keep my hand on it and look as regal as possible, and like just step out. Hello.
Go ahead and give me a oh shit, they got rid of that for fuck. I always forget that. Give me a performance check, please.
Oh, please. I got a 14.
As you
Do I
come
get
out,
advantage because of the crown?
trying to act regal,
I
you
am
walk
scarred up
out
and bloody from the
very.
fight.
You walk out with destroyed clothing or armor that's been torn and shredded a bit. Pieces of cloth, pieces of body, kind of hanging on at this point. A man walking out behind you with a torn up or a destroyed thumb. Cyrus walking completely looking in shock from the situation.
Isn't Cyrus
Yeah.
naked too because he was turned into a baby?
No, his clothes shrunk with him.
Oh.
As you walk out, though, one of the tieflings goes, I'm gonna assume you speak common, as he switches tongue in the middle of that.
Yes, they speak common.
Anybody missing a thumb?
Ow.
Captain, is it your thumb?
As he holds it out, it's a very long green thumb with moles poking off of it and such. It looks to be a hag's thumb.
God damn it.
Not ours.
Oh.
No.
Alright.
Where are you? Can I ask where you guys are from?
Well, we
Are you?
had met up with a group calling themselves something Hope. Turns out their leader was a Rakshasa and tried to kill us all. That was fun.
Yes.
He's dead now. Good news. Killed about 25 of us, but we won. As he kind of
How
with
many-
fake enthusiasm.
That is good news for once. How many tieflings are left in these lands? Do you know?
I do not. I'm just a simple peasant. I mean, I was a serf here before, and I'm a serf here now. But in the north, they're starting to come together. We have fully retaken the Silver Song Castle. We fixed it up. We purged the bastards that were hiding in it.
Um,
Yes.
isn't that your place?
They purged. They fixed it. Purged means they got rid of the people impersonating my family,
Oh, we didn't.
pretending to be
We
the
didn't
heir.
just kill the Rakshasa. We also killed the couple of the others, but we weren't sure. You never can be sure with these Rakshasa. But
No, you can't.
we killed
Does
some
that mean-
guy, like names started with an A. I can't remember his name, and a few other members. But don't worry, we saved the zombie. She's okay.
Tikva. And they're at the Silver Song Manor now.
Yes, we have set it up as the new capital. Many serfs and other people have been in hiding. Are heading back that way to retake the place and hold out and make a push.
Are
Yeah.
the Rakshasas still on the loose then, or have they mostly been killed off?
Well, I couldn't tell you.
Then there's still a fight to be had. What is the government situation like up in the north?
He looks at you, looks at Cyrus, looks at Captain, goes, and he looks back over to Cyrus specifically and goes, does she not realize she's the queen now?
I was asking to
We were
to
kinda
make
trying
sure
to
of
fig-
that.
Feel out the situation.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
We've
By
had
the way, what the hell are you?
Me?
Yes, I've never seen a
Uh,
human like you before.
I'm a human?
Do you have-
I don't know.
do I do I have a
Yes.
feeling that telling them about like that they'd have an idea about the two worlds merging, or that I should keep that shut?
I mean, that's your choice as far as it goes. It's not public news at this point from what you can tell, but it is getting around to those people of note.
I'm gonna kind of look over at them and be like, they are from lands afar.
Mm, the Orcish lands. Got it. Not bright ones to survive there. I heard there was a group that tried to set up a castle there. Oof.
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm
Yes.
your average human.
Fair enough. Fair enough. He kind of puts his sword away and says, walks over and introduces himself. My name is Gaul. Don't ask, don't tell.
I am Zaya Ravensong. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Ah, so you're the
Cyrus.
one.
I'm Cyrus Galadron.
Ah. And
Tip
then
doesn't know what that name means.
you humans have very interesting tongues, and the one that keeps holding his hand that refused our thumb. You are.
It's been.
Captain, introduce yourself.
Oh,
He's the thumbless
Cyrus was my name.
Uh,
Your name's Cyrus. Two Cyruses. Wow, you humans are really a weird lot.
Captain Ricard.
Starts walking away.
Yeah.
Ricard. I'm
His-
Captain Ricard
Ah.
of the Dancing Raven. Where's my ship?
Oh. There was a paladin that came by recently. And your crew's not the friendly sort we found, I guess.
They're pirates.
I got some bad news for you, buddy. But the good news is the paladin has decided to join up with our cause. He's back at the Silversong Manor, if you're interested. He's been looking to swear allegiance
Yes.
to the queen here, or the new ruler, to help root out all the evil and, kill someone
in
named
the
Good.
process.
Zopip. I guess. I don't know who that is, but that's what he's
Then-
been bitching about.
He will be a good ally. Are you guys heading back to the Silversong Manor now?
Well, we were coming here to investigate, as he looks over to where the Tower of the Dragon was, and there's a big thing of green smoke sticking out. Or blowing out.
So, wait, like it's still alive?
No, it's just green smoke coming out of the tower.
Oh. Yes, there were hags and green dragons and an unsavory adventuring party here. There has been a lot of damage. Ugh. I cannot say if the capital's quite safe yet, but it seems like most of the monsters have dispersed from here.
While Zaya is explaining this to this guy, Cyrus and Captain, looking over in that general direction, you see what looks to be the claw of that giant ancient dragon kind of grab hold of the top of the tower, and its head peek out, and you almost wonder if it's in a panic as it looks at you with wide eyes, and suddenly gets pulled back in, and the crumbling of a piece of the building is heard.
Is it scared of me because of the kraken?
Your Majesty, I think we should probably leave this area.
You hear off in the distance, I am the God Emperor. No, not the stick. No, and it vanishes.
Yes, so there may still be dragons around these places. I would advise you all to be careful. And I'll just say that to the people, like the tieflings, as I'm looking at the tower and gripping my rapier.
Help! You just hear from the dragon coming.
The dragon.
There is
Let
a
us-
snowman here trying to eat me.
We should go.
Yes, besides us, I do not believe there is any other life left.
Help!
Bes-
Ignore that.
No life at all.
No,
I know you can hear me. No, don't touch me. No. You see a
I'm
large
asleep.
splotch of blood come raining out of the tower. Buildings
We
burning
should-
underneath
We
it.
I'm
should
gone.
go.
Walking.
I'm gonna,
walking
like-
very fast.
Do I know like the direction to the Silver Song Manor from here?
Pretty well at this point, given the situation.
Yeah, so I'm just like gonna gesture for the people to follow, and I'll start taking the lead. I guess.
I'll
Okay.
follow.
Should we not investigate that? Gaul looks at you guys.
I think it'll
Last
be
I
fine.
checked, the dragon sent us basically to a death sentence and was trying to become a god emperor here. If you think it is a smart idea to try to help it, I believe it may just eat you. And
What?
whatever is killing and striking such fear into a dragon of that size, I do not want to mess with.
Fair
We
point.
should probably escort our queen here to safety.
You know
Said
what?
the queen.
I agree with you. He turns around and starts walking as
Yeah.
what is heard is something large hitting the ground hard as the entire
Yeah.
land around you shakes. The DM
We
takes a
go.
moment to run to the restroom, and the rest of the party may start to contemplate their situation. I will be back in a moment.
Queen. What a title.
I'm sorry about your ship. They were rude.
Oh,
So it was you, Cameron.
ship.
No, I'm the only
Why
paladin
would-
that's dumb enough to take out
Why
a
would
bunch
you
of
do
pirates.
this? Why would you kill this poor crew? They've been
Because
through
they
so
were-
much. They're underpaid.
No, they're not. I pay my crew very well.
Yeah, that
Do
goes-
you?
that
You
goes-
are
that
a
goes into
rogue.
the-
Yes, but I'm a pirate captain who does not want a mutiny.
That is very fair. That is
So
you're
they're
smart to
well
learn.
fed and well paid.
But they also probably wait. If they were in the ship, then they were definitely there when like the Kraken stuff happened. So they've seen some stuff
Oh,
Yeah.
before
If
they were
they are-
killed.
if they're the same Dancing Raven crew that I had from the last time I played Ricard, they've seen a whole lot worse.
Oh God.
Yeah, now they've met a fallen ASMR paladin wearing dragon scales and using part of a dragon bone as a sword.
Did you? So did you kill them, Cameron, or did you like just throw them overboard and say "see ya"?
Maybe both.
All right.
The ones
you
that
know.
jumped overboard
Tell me you spared the
survived.
chef. Tell me
Yeah.
you spared the chef.
Always, you always spare the chef,
Jawadi
and
is
then
the
ask
best
him to work
man
for you.
you will ever meet. Jawadi
Jawadi.
Ugothi is such a good man. If you hurt him, I will kill you.
On the road, Gaul continues to tell what's been going on. How many of the hags just up and vanished within the last few hours when they came to the city? That the dragons that they had seen, the smaller dragonlings that they had seen, seemed to disappear towards the tower. A lot of smoke was seen from a distance, but otherwise, even the zombie hordes have seemed to have crumbled and fallen apart.
So did they say anything about witnessing the whole Kraken ordeal, or
He
did
has
they
n-
not know about
He
that?
has no idea of that and doesn't speak of it.
Okay, then I will not mention it.
During one of the nights, Cyrus, as you're kind of taking your turn on watch, you happen to see something that catches your attention. What looks to be a short, or rather, a stubbier humanoid figure, with what looks to be deep brown hair, walking around with a very large staff. Seems to almost glow blue off of him. Kind of standing next to a figure it's a bit taller, around roughly 6 feet tall, with long glowing blonde hair that's about shoulder length. A bit more of an effeminate figure from what you can tell, off in the distance, heading back towards the capital. Although, as soon as you see them, they also seem to disappear, just at the blink of an eye.
Okay. I watch for a little bit and just see if I can see anything else, and
Nothing.
then let it go
catch-
for them.
Yes, nothing catches your attention, and as you call out, nothing seems to answer back. As the nights
Okay.
continue on, heading back to the Silver Song Manor, many peasants seem to meet up with you guys along the road. The roads are clear. You find piles of corpses miles long of what looks to be very decayed bones and skin and flesh. The smell is almost unbearable as you walk by. Captain, it reminds you one night of your own experiences at sea with some of the men you've dealt with.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
During the night, one of the nights, of course, before you finally make it to the Silver Song Manor, Zaya, staying up on your watch, chatting with a few of the troops, enjoying yourselves. You're standing around with Cyrus, talking, joking. Captain comes out looking a bit different than usual.
Captain,
He
are you
does.
all right?
You seem to have slimmed down a bit.
Uh, what has Captain changed?
It is the middle of the night. The moon is full in
Oh
the sky.
shit! Do I have my hat on?
You do.
Okay, I try to keep my head down then.
Would I
do
have
I-
seen
can I-
Captain like this when we were traveling here?
I
I
assume
don't know
so,
if Captain would
Captain.
have hit it
Yeah.
or not.
Is that correct?
What's
Would,
up?
would
I
Cyrus
didn't
have
quite
seen?
hear that.
Would Cyrus have seen you most likely on the travels over here?
So, I don't know if I explained it to you, but every night that the moon was out, Ricard would just simply tell his quartermaster to take the helm, and basically hold as
Okay.
quartermaster would and be the captain in place, while captain would just go into his quarters.
Okay.
Okay.
So no is the answer, Cyrus. You haven't seen Captain.
Do I notice Captain acting a little strange, like keeping his head down,
Yeah.
being weird? Can I investigate that? Cause Aya's she's scared of like just people being Rakshasas now, so she's gonna see Captain being weird and be like, "Oh no."
I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah, I got a
No
20
stab.
for investigation.
He is not a Rakshasa. There is no magic coming off of him.
So he just seems like his normal self, was skittish.
Yes. Cyrus?
So that's new. What's going on with
Ricard.
that?
I'm gonna like tell the people I'm chatting with, excuse me, moment, and like make my way over to Captain Ricard. Is everything okay?
Yes, everything's fine. As I try to keep walking away.
Captain, if anything is wrong, you know you could let me know.
I'm aware.
As you continue to walk, Captain, you notice something pinned to a tree. A little off in the distance catches your eye, just far away enough from the group or the main camp that would get you away from the situation.
I'm going to go investigate something real quick. You have a lovely night.
You should take someone with you. These woods are still dangerous.
I am not too concerned about my whereabouts and well-being and welfare. I think I'll be fine.
Suit yourself, and I'll
Okay.
watch him walk away, and then I'm gonna turn invisible and follow him from a distance.
Okay.
Because I am concerned, and I know very well being in these woods can get you killed.
All right, Captain. As you continue to walk in that general direction, away from the party and the main tents, you finally see what catches your eye. There seems to be a body stuck to a tree. As you get a better look at this tree, you recognize your cook, pinned with 3 daggers
Oh.
inside of him.
Was it me?
As you begin to break down, you hear something rustling in the bushes.
I draw a cutlass and point it at Bush.
Yeah, do I see this or
Yes,
hear
you
this?
do, Zaya.
I'm gonna quietly, while still invisible, draw my rapier and just get prepared to help jump in.
Out comes a very tall figure who would like to probably describe himself.
I have no idea how to describe myself now. Fuck.
Look at your character sheet.
All I put down was gender.
So I'm a man, a manly man, the man you'd like to have at your manly side.
A
Wow.
man's man.
Okay, I'll just make this up on the spot and fill it in as we go. You see a male about, if you had to age him, about 21. His skin seems a bit grayscale. Not exactly to a Goliath standpoint, but grayer, closer to maybe what you'd find in someone who never really went out in the sun too much. His eyes show a slight emerald hue, and he's about 5'5", 5'6". He has a helmet on, so you can't. Well, actually, no helmet. No helmet. I'm an idiot. Fuck. His hair is just a straight up jet black. and his armor seems to be prismatic in color, looking like dragon scales. The sword on his side has a hilt made of dragon bone and leather made from dragon skin. And the shield on his back just seems like a shield.
Okay.
He also has a satchel with a few javelins in it, and he has a chest strap to his back as well.
Malthor,
I'm missing the part where I'm supposed to care. You killed my
Malthor,
cousin.
as you come out, you realize, or you've been spending the last few days chasing down the man who basically went, the paladin of your own personal religion that went and hunted down and destroyed these pirates to steal their treasure. You have been tracking him towards this area for the past 3 days, and unfortunately, after there was a massive, what sounded like explosion going on towards what you think was the capital city, you lost track of the man. Last thing you heard was last night when you heard a scream in this general direction and came running.
I'm gonna put my hand in my face. I'm gonna go, that stupid motherfucker. How the hell did he slip away from me again?
Standing in front of you is what looks to be an almost skeleton-like humanoid with a cutlass drawn, pointed at you.
Put it down.
Does Zaya see he's skeleton like
She
that?
does not from
Out
behind.
from behind.
Okay. So she's
I'm
just
looking at you
watching.
like- I'm just gonna simply stare and be like, skeleton, you might want to drop that before I smite your ass.
Did you
I
do
have
Can
that?
no intention of fighting you. I have a intention of finding who did this. I point at the chef. Because I
Can
owe
I-
him a lot more than I owe you for right now.
I want to try to sneak up to like the side of the paladin, not just to stab him yet, but to get in the place that should he attack Ricard, I can just like stab at him.
Malthor, give me a perception check.
Should I make a stealth check with
Um,
advantage because
do not need to.
invisibility? Okay. 'Cause I am invisible and I am very lightweight, but I am taller than your
20
character.
non-natural.
20 at natural? Okay. You don't notice anything.
Good
So
stealth.
I'm just trying to hunt down the guy. Because I'm sorry, if I was going to kill some people, I would never kill a cook. Ever. They create,
I-
they feed, and they're kind.
I want to insight him
Go ahead.
while he's ranting to Ricard. Oh yeah, sorry.
Notice
I
I'm
got a
not drawing my
12.
weapon or moving anything out of place to attack.
He seems
Got
to
a
be telling
12.
the truth, Zaya.
Okay.
Ricard doesn't know that.
I'm going to. Oh gosh.
But as
I
you
guess
do
I'll
step
re-
behind behind Malthor, you can now see Ricard's face. It's a
Oh
skull.
boy.
I was about to say, what face? There's no face.
Oh, Zaya's like a little bit surprised, and she like kind of takes a jerk
Unless-
back while still
Now, unless you
invisible.
can tell me which way the paladin that did this went, you might want to get out of my way and drop your sword.
I haven't seen any paladin nor any unfamiliar party other than you.
My name's Malthor. For one.
Sorry, mate,
For
I don't
two,
give a damn what your name is. If you did this to my cook, I'm going to gut you.
Does
I don't
Captain
kill
seem
cooks,
like
I just said. If I were to kill
Cap-
a cook, it'd be because they were trying to poison me, in which case they wouldn't really be a cook.
Captain?
Besides that, I only have one person I want to kill in this world. I'm gonna get nose to nose with him essentially and be like, and
Oh,
that
gosh.
asshole's known as Zilpip. Caused
Oh.
me enough grief as a child as did his family. And when I can hunt him down and slash his throat out, I will be happy.
With the mention of Zilpip, since I heard that name during the fight and realized that he wants him dead, I stopped pointing my cutlass at him.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't put it away, but I stopped pointing it at him.
Okay.
Yeah, Zaya.
stand back
who's
up.
Also
Alright.
still visible, still with rapier in hand, but she's also like
And I'm gonna
more
explain to
relaxed.
Got it.
I'll explain to Captain exactly what I'm doing out here in the woods and who I'm hunting.
So the man you're hunting, Malthor, other than Zilpip himself, goes by the name of, and I'm pulling it up right now because I totally have the actual name this time and not fluffing for a few seconds to look it up where I put it. His name is Davmorn Silverthread. He's a deep gnome paladin.
I'm looking for a deep gnome paladin who answers to Silver Thread as his family name.
I haven't seen any paladin, gnome, or any other type.
Last night I heard screaming coming from this direction. I started coming as fast as I could. I came here, I see this guy here now. If I could rescue him, I probably would, but it's out of my power right now. You're gonna get one?
I sheath my cutlass.
I'll sheath my rapier, but quiet.
Cyrus, as you're standing, talking with a couple of the tieflings, having a good time as they offer you a chunk of meat here and a drink there, they start telling you stories and joking with you. You start to realize Zaya's been gone for a while.
So
Yeah, I
The
was just
queen is
thinking that
missing.
I will.
I need to keep hiking in this direction and try and find him.
I will assume that if she went invisible, she was probably following Captain. So I will start heading off in the direction that Captain went.
Okay. After a few
Oh, the
moments,
whole-
you see Captain standing there looking at what is Malthor, but you don't see Zaya.
Okay. Let me check.
Gonna
one
try
thing.
to
I think
perception check.
I have to see if the one ability I have lets me do it if I can't see you.
Oh, boy.
No, I have to see you. Okay, I will just walk up to Captain, and I'll just say, "So, it looks like you've made a friend. Have you seen Zaya? She disappeared somewhere."
Azaya's quietly just face palming off to the side, like, oh my god.
Yeah, and as I'm saying that, I'm kind of looking around, like assuming she might be here somewhere, but
Cyrus, as you're looking around, you see a stick on the ground move in a very
Okay.
irritated manner. Like, thanks for blowing my cover. But she
That's
still
like-
stays invisible.
no, I guess I don't see her around here. Who's our new friend?
I am Malthor.
Hello, Malthor. I'm Cyrus.
It's a
I'm
pleasure.
still trying to hide my face from.
Skeleton, wouldn't that be
sorry.
proud about being undead?
Yeah.
As long as
Cyrus.
you're kind, I don't give a shit.
Can I roll for an unarmed strike to the gut?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see if you can
Sure.
see his AC.
So Cyrus just standing there, he doesn't see Captain's face, and then he just hears this guy be like, skeleton!
Uh-huh.
Well,
Zaya's
Captain
seen it.
hasn't
Zaya's
introduced himself
just...
yet properly, so
Does the 18 hit
nope.
at point blank range?
Malthor, as you
Nope.
go to swing at him, the fist seems to almost move, or Malthor seems to almost move out of the way in sync just as well.
Okay,
Shit,
let's
swing
hang on here,
any
guys.
time.
I'm assuming we're friends.
I have no quarrel with you. I'm hunting the man that did this, and I point at the chef pinned to the tree with daggers. He's a paladin of my order, and he's come to be a problem. Other than that, I'm also hunting a guy known as Zilpit. If you've heard of him and know about his whereabouts, I'd be happy to go cut off his head.
I don't know if in that fight I would have heard the name because I think I was a baby and then I was out of the fight.
Yep, that's correct.
So I probably wouldn't be familiar to me. Well, I
Other
guess
than that, I'm looking for
you
a
can probably
deep
join
gnome.
us. We might be able to work together.
Alright, have you also seen a deep gnome answers to Silverthread?
I do not believe I have.
He definitely headed
you,
in this
there's
direction. Once
no
this
gnomes
way.
around these parts. That scream was probably just someone having some scare or two, or some
Have
drunken.
you heard
party.
screaming from any large beasts? He tends to like to feast on them.
Why would I know?
There was a dragon, and as I say this, I'll reveal myself and just kind of step towards him back at the capital. You saying a gnome did that?
This gnome is no regular gnome. He's a madman who could probably kill half an army on his own.
Then you are heading in the wrong direction. It is back towards the capital. We are heading towards the Silversong Manor.
I was coming from the Silversong Manor.
Hmm.
Well, then you were heading in the right direction.
A little to the left, but yes.
Okay, I'm gonna notice Zaya's crown and be like, "You must be the new." It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes. Are you the paladin they were telling me about that wanted to pledge allegiance?
Probably not. I only showed up 2 days ago, and I'm here hunting the other paladin that probably was to earn a reward.
Well, I know nothing of a gnome, but you say the word Zilpip, and you want him dead. I want the same.
Well, then it seems like we're allies. I can forgo hunting him down. I'm sure that finding Zilpip will eventually lead me to that mad bastard.
Yes, well, before I plan to run into him again, I plan to get strength and power first, so maybe a bit of time, but I can offer my assistance when you do find word of Zilpip.
And I
Well, then
plan
I'll
on getting
travel
a
with
new
you to
thumb
assist you
first.
gaining that strength.
What did you say, Captain?
And I plan on getting a new thumb first.
I'm gonna take a look at his thumb and I'm gonna be like, I might be able to help you with that. And I'm gonna use my.
I cock my
I'm-
head to the side and you just hear like immense cracking.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna use my
I've
rage.
seen his face, so I'm just like,
I'm gonna try using my racial feature, healing hands, to try and help him regrow a new thumb.
Healing hands, I heal a hand.
Yeah.
The thumb does not grow back.
No, I tried.
I appreciate the efforts.
There are some doctors around though that might be able to attach a new one for you.
At
I
that,
was
you
just gonna
hear
try it
Gaul
out of
coming back in. I found another thumb.
Is it a
This
hag
just a
thumb?
meme now.
He's like, as he pulls it, it's piece of a bear's paw, and goes, "This is it, right?"
the right
Yeah,
to
so
bear
just gonna
arms.
chuckle.
I don't even try to hide myself at that point. I just stand tall and I stare him dead at the eyes and say, no.
God, you're ugly. And he walks away.
How tall is Ricard?
Taller than this tiefling.
Oh yeah,
I
speaking
believe
of
he's
Cameron.
6'4".
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so Cameron, Zaya is like an inch taller than your character, so she is kind of looking a little bit down as she speaks to him. Because she also has the horns added.
Don't look down upon Malthor. He will break your knees.
She's not on purpose, she's taller, man.
God damn, all you goddamn people making tall ass fuckers.
Gaul
It's
goes,
5'7", it's
know,
not
man.
that
Made
tall.
him my height.
you know, they're ungrateful too. They don't even like the thumbs I keep finding. It's it's just not right. As he continues walking off.
I'm a half elf, not a beast.
Could have fooled
Well, I
me.
mean, is there much of a difference?
Hand is placed back on the cutlass.
Captain,
I just. You're all
yes,
people.
Malthor.
I mean, I can't really make jokes on it. Look at me. I'm not exactly human either.
Yes. What are your plans then, Malthor?
I'll travel with you guys until I either come across Zilpip and fail to kill him and die trying, or I come across Silverthread and wipe him out.
Well, I plan to help try to regain the Tiefling lands, so we'll have to make it
I
back
have
to the
no issue
capital
helping with that.
eventually. Now then, I
I'll
suppose
come and help you do that. I'll travel
Yes.
with you.
then we should head back to camp. Captain, if you need something to cover that up,
I found
I
a
could,
face. Oh wait, never mind. Wrong guy. Sorry. As he turns back around.
I have a disguise kit. I could try to put something over that if you wish.
If someone could just find me some nice wood that I can carve a new thumb out of, I can make a prosthetic. I've done so
We-
before for my first man, and he had a really, really nice slender finger. and it worked out just fine for him. So if I can make something for myself, I'll be just happy. I just need a piece of wood.
Captain.
There's
Oh.
plenty of
Captain.
trees around. Grab one.
Yes.
Or dead
Captain.
bodies. Even take one of them. We could fix one up.
I'll bend down and pick up the stick that Zaya was moving when she was invisible
Yeah,
and hand it to
I'll
the
just be
captain.
like, there's lots of wood around. We are in a forest.
There's also a lot of men in the group that you could go get some from.
Shut the fuck up.
Is that guy really saying that to the new empress of the Tiefling lands?
Never, my
No,
queen.
he's saying
Gaul
it's the
walks
undead
off.
pirate captain.
Guy doesn't like my fingers, doesn't like the faces. No one likes my jokes.
DM, but I
Yes.
actually I will be carving that, and it'll take my character about 5 in-game days.
Okay.
To get opposable thumb.
I'll keep track.
All right.
Alright, Zaya's gonna just head back to camp to get rest, and the others can do what they want.
As Zaya heads back, I'll start following. But Zaya, you also hear my voice in your head.
I'll follow them as well.
Okay.
That it's like, well, it looks like we've got a new member, and weird about Captain. By the way, you can reply to this, and we can talk
Yeah.
telepathically for the next hour.
Zaya's had to message people before to be sneaky, so she probably just thinks it's the message spell. So she's just like, indeed, I suggest we still keep an eye on Malthor as a precaution. And as for Captain, I'm not sure how to fix that curse, but as long as he's sane, it's not a problem for me.
Yeah, no, the only thing the curse does is, well, obviously, I visually am a bit different, and DM, I don't know if it plays out for you, but for me, how it worked in the past, necrotic damage I was resistant to,
Yep.
and radiant damage I was very weak to.
Yep.
Yeah, and I won't reveal that isn't the message right now, or isn't the message spell, but
No worries.
Yeah.
it may come up later.
All right.
Yeah, Zaya's not looking at him, so she's just like, oh, message spell, I do this.
Mhm.
As you guys kind of walk back to camp, you see Gaul talking with one of the soldiers, going, "You know, when I served under Fred Rogers, I tell you, we didn't deal with people not liking our the thumbs we found." As he takes another heavy drink.
Ricard.
What was he a
with
good
both
neighbor?
hands-
Thank you.
Ricard with both of his hands like presses into his eye sockets and says, "Look, I appreciate the gesture and the time you are putting into searching for a replacement for me. However, I need a humanoid thumb that will not kill me if I attach it to myself. So I'm going to make one. But thank you." And I flick him a gold coin.
As you flick him the gold coin, he catches it midair and goes, "Oh, humanoid!" And he pulls one out of his pocket. It's perfectly clear. It's your thumb. It's still got the ring on it. He goes, "Yeah, I found this. I was gonna keep the ring, but couldn't get it off."
I would like to take my thumb back just to take off the ring and put the ring in my pocket.
As you do so, pocketing the ring, he looks and he goes, "Oh, okay." Goes back to taking a long swig.
I'll just put the thumb somewhere else. I don't want to put a dead thumb on me.
Wait, don't. I might be able to, with that, with both pieces, I might actually be able to do something.
Do you have mending?
No, I have healing hand. I have still have lay on hands.
I think I have one. Then.
I mean, I have Wand of Winter. I could like freeze the thumb and keep it like cold to keep it from rotting.
The shit we talk about in D&D.
This
Hold
group.
on, let me check my spells. See what else I can do.
Didn't want my
mean-
bear mask. I mean, Fred would have loved it. He would have gotten a good joke out. He would have told me I was an amazing person. God damn.
I'm
I
gonna pat.
Useless.
Hate
I'm gonna
you.
pat him on the shoulder and be like, "You are. That was very funny."
See, it wasn't. I was trying to help the man. He looks ugly as all hell. You know, he needs a mask. It's pretty obvious. You know, he's not gonna find any women
We'll get
around
him
here.
a good mask. Don't
All
worry.
right. All right.
I find it so funny you mentioned masks. That's all. Whoa.
You're okay. It's just Malthor.
What was that?
Static.
Malthor.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
That's
Yes.
okay.
He's electrically charged.
His god's trying to call, but it's bad signal.
That works.
That's perfect.
The last
Thank you,
campaign I
Vijay.
played with Ricard, it was all about masks. So he probably just like cocked his head at the mention of a mask, but says nothing about it.
Anyways, I can try to repair your thumb tomorrow. Let me rest, see what else I can think up. Otherwise, if you keep it and we can keep it fresh as a daisy, we might be able to find a doctor to read. That way you wouldn't have to use a wooden prosthetic, you could actually use your thumb that could move.
That would be
Well-
appreciated. My queen, if you could please. Put
Yeah,
it
I'll
nice.
pull out the wand of winter, and then I'll like cast Ray of Frost on it carefully, and just like
As to not over freeze
it
it and make
over.
all the cells burst.
You freeze
Yeah,
it.
just-
It's
With
an
this, Ricard just simply goes back to his cabin, and Jacob goes to use
cabin?
the restroom.
Damn, he had a
Okay.
lot of time to throw something together.
all right. As
He's
captain,
a pirate captain. He's not gonna just sleep on the ground.
as captain takes a moment. Freezing the thumb into an ice cube. You manage to be able, or captain disappears back to his tent. Gaul continues speaking about the whole thing of his experience serving under the great clerical achievement of Mr. Fred Rogers. And that's the rest of the night seems to be peaceful.
Okay. After freezing the thumb, I'll probably take a look around, make sure everything's okay, there's no concerns, and then I'll probably head into my tent. I don't know if I get a big fancy queen's tent or what, but Zaya's probably gonna head to bed or try to.
I'm gonna just sleep by the fire.
Gaul puts
Be a
his hand
watchdog.
around Malthor and goes, "Let me tell you this story about the time that Fred took on an entire neighborhood. It was an interesting tale. It
All right,
involves
I'll
a
listen.
turtle named Diamonds and a man by the name of Bob Ross."
Isn't that famous painter?
Yes.
This is gonna be amazing.
And he takes another chug. Now, they went. And he looks over at Cyrus and says, "Come sit down. You'll love this story."
I think I'm going to head off to bed. Thank you. Maybe another time.
Damn. Fine. Whatever. It takes another shot. More beer for me.
I won't drink because I actually can't get drunk.
That must be a miserable life. But to be fair,
It
neither
can
could
be.
the cleric, and neither could Diamonds. Though Diamonds did like chocolates. Diamonds had a passionate love for chocolates. We found her at one point eating an entire children's box of chocolate. It was the saddest thing to watch. Fred went and talked to her. He spent an hour talking to that turtle. You know, turtles can't really understand humans, but he still tried.
What did I come back to?
Now they're getting story time from Gaul.
You know, I mean, I never expected a man to tell a turtle how it was a good person for eating chocolates, but he convinced that turtle not to do it again without having to do it. That turtle consumed men, as he points off into the distance. You have no understanding of how dangerous this thing was. And Bob rode it like a mount. It was a good day. As he kind of starts to look at the fire and the evening draws on.
I
Well,
just realized
one
I
of
said
us should keep
cabin.
watch. I think you deserve a good rest, Gaul. I'll keep first watch for now.
He falls over and falls asleep. Yeah, Captain, what were you saying?
I just realized when I left, I said cabin. I didn't mean cabin. I meant tent.
No, Captain's got a full cabin he just tossed together in the
Why
last
does
few
the
minutes.
queen not have a
It's
cabin,
made
but
out
he
of
does?
just random fucking sticks. It's only as big as he is when he's laying
It's
down.
like it's more like a teepee.
Yep,
I do have
yep,
a
it's a
bag of
lean-to.
holding. I could just drop it there.
Wait,
Does
if you have a bag of holding,
We
put
need
the
to get
thumb in
instant
that.
As he pulls out a full cabin, sets it down on the ground, and goes inside of it, barring the door so no one can come in. The night
Ricard's
continues
instant
on.
cabin.
No. As royalty of the sea is the best way to put it. Ricard would still have reverence for the queen, and she would offer, or sorry, he would offer her, a
Two
place to
fucking
sleep in there.
Is there multiple rooms?
It is a single
There
room
should be
cabin.
two. Okay. Then
Captain
I
Ricard's.
will offer you the bed first, and then I will probably just go and rest on a chair or something.
Zaya is a bit hesitant, but then she remembers that she hasn't slept on a proper bed in probably months. And so she's just too tired. She's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And just like tiredly walks in.
As you
We've
fall,
invented a new magic item today.
yep. The Captain Ricard's own specialty item. This is the one
Ricard's
item he
instant
took.
cabin.
As you go and lay in the bed, it seems to be made of the finest goose feathers. It's got silk sheets, and is overall very comfortable and very lightweight. As Captain seems to go and lay down on a smaller cot that looks more like it was designed for a first mate or maybe a dog of some sort that he would or a pet he would take with him. That's still rather comfortable and luxurious, just not as nice as the bed itself.
Hammocks are really good though. They're comfy as hell.
Yes, they are. As you kind of start to begin to fall asleep, passing out immediately as soon as she hits the bed for the first time in months, Captain, you're kind of left eerily somewhat awoken, as this isn't the sea, so you don't find it as easy to fall asleep on hard land anymore. But as you're sitting there, you hear a knock on the door, more of a sloppy smack. You go, I found a thumb.
Malthor
Does this
just
wake
laughing in the
Zaya
distance.
up?
Nope,
Does this
Zaya's
wake Zaya
out
up?
like out
Okay.
cold.
Yo,
Because if he wakes Zaya up, she'll be mad.
I'm going to try my best to step off of the cot / hammock / whatever the hell you want to call it, quietly head to the door, open it quietly.
As you
And
open
say-
it, you see a very short looking man with different colored eyes, silver hair, and pale skin glaring at you.
I draw a knife.
As your weapons disappear. No one else seems to acknowledge his presence as he looks at you and simply says, "You will not tell them what happened. You will not find the Grim Legacy. And if any of you bother me, I will end you. Is that understood?"
Who are you?
"I'm the better half of the one you fear." As he smiles, pulling over a cloak of what looks to be a giant of a dragon skin. "I'm the one that Zaya knows as who cut her open and didn't mind doing some experiments on her or any of the rest of them. You will understand this. If I liked her and if I was under orders by my master and was more than willing to cut her up, imagine what I'd do to the rest of you. Now that I
I
have
try to fill the
orders."
door a little bit more so that he doesn't see Zaya.
He doesn't even seem to notice. He goes, "Should you ever be an issue, I will do what I did to Robert. Feel free to ask her about that, or ask her about what happened with Dibus." As he begins to chuckle and then vanishes, you find yourself back laying in the cot with your eyes open, staring up at the ceiling. Nothing seems to change, but you do hear the drunkard smacks against the wall and going, "I'm sorry I found a thumb, but I don't think it's yours."
Malthor
This
is just
time,
giggling
not
in the
trying to be
distance.
quiet, I quickly get off the cot and go to the door.
This time it is Gaul standing there, and he hands you a beer and says, "I'm sorry," and then turns around, tries to walk, takes one step, and falls face plants and starts snoring.
I mean, I take the beer, but I look around to see if that figure I saw is still around.
You see nothing. You just see Malthor sitting at the campfire, kind of staring at you, laughing.
I think you should like that thumb that he gave you.
Yeah, thanks. And I turn around and shut
Have
the
a good
door.
night.
Night. I guess.
Malthor becomes attentive and keeping watch.
All
And
right.
Zaya's, I'm assuming, is still just passed out.
Snoring like a chainsaw. Captain, you start to
Well-
it starts to remind you of your old cook.
Don't.
While
oh.
Malthor is out keeping watch, he's gonna speak to this. He's gonna pull a hammer out of the chest on his back and start talking to it. Growl Thrush.
Okay, give me a moment. I actually have to pull up the thing for this. Oh shit! I didn't expect someone
I'm
to
sorry, you're talking to a what?
A hammer.
I'm going to be talking to Sierra.
Well,
Okay.
he's-
Siri? Hey
yes.
Siri. What's the weather?
Please don't say that, because my phone will start talking, and I really don't want to deal with that right now.
Sierra.
No, you're still wrong on that one. I'm gonna be changing it just because of the fact of the backstory to this.
Okay.
As you begin to speak, a woman's voice, very, very angry woman's voice, answers and says, "All right, who found my hammer?"
I found it a while ago. My name is Malthor.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh, fuck
Pardon
you,
me for not
Cyrus.
quite attuning to you, your hammer, but I have something I find a bit more easy to use.
Well, seeing as I really don't care, that's fine.
So why does why does the hammer look like it's forged out of the people suffering?
That's what happens when you're known as the daughter of the rock. No jokes on that.
I wasn't about to make a joke. I was going to question who the rock was.
Doesn't matter.
Smolder intensifies.
Fuck you, Captain. God damn it. Yes. The hammer continues to speak. My job. I was used in interesting ways. Let's just say, at one point, a lot had to be given up for a single pleasure.
I find that to be believable and personally sickening.
As the souls of all those innocents, that was a fun night. All to make some stupid item for some irritating dwarf. All for a woman. Sacrificed. All. God, it was a good night. The skulls cracking, the blood splatter. You have no. Oh man, it was a good night. The anger
It
that took
sounds
over him.
similar to to the person whose armor and sword I wield, his old rival.
You wouldn't be wrong, but I'm not the item that you're thinking. He used me to gain the blood. I was once his daughter. He trapped my soul inside this goddamn thing. And then we beat the living hell out of the rest of them. That night, over 260 died at my fall. And the circle was completed. It was a good night.
I'm sorry for what you've been through,
Why?
but
I enjoyed it. I gave myself willingly to this.
still, it's a sad existence just being a hammer.
Yes, but soon I'll have found a person worthy of wielding me. Not yourself, of course, as you're too weak-willed, but the one in there inside the wood. He has many a problems and needs would be a good option. Why don't you do
I can
yourself
offer
a
to get him.
favor before I decide to take you and give me to him? Let him
I
give
can
in to his
offer.
bloodlust.
But it's up to him to decide. I'm just going to say this though. Don't call me weak-willed again. I think you'll find that I have more willpower to kill one person than it took for you to kill all of them.
You feel your hand, the veins start to kind of pop out a bit. Your arm is starting to really having to struggle to hold this hammer.
Was she referencing me?
I tighten the grip on it as hard as
'Cause
I
you're
can,
mentally
making my knuckles
unstable.
turn white.
Your
Simply say-
knuckles start to spout a little blood out as they seem to pop out. The hammer is fighting you hard, and it's not. You can tell it's not even giving a quarter of its strength.
I'll admit you're more powerful than me now, but someday I might free you. Someday you might thank me for using you. But I might keep you to use you to personally smash a small little asshole who believes himself better than the world.
I will sooner serve that person than I will join you.
I won't give you much of a choice. Even if I have to tie a rope around you and throw you like a frickin' anvil. It doesn't matter. I then put the hammer back in the chest and lock it.
Okay. As you do, the chest seems to lock. Everything goes quiet.
And I keep watch and I just simply lay in hand, I heal my knuckles, just making it look like nothing happened, and just keep watch for my 4 hours.
As the night continues, you do hear occasional whispers coming out of the chest. The only thing that catches your attention is what the thing says. One key point that this hammer says. If you will agree to free me, I will offer my power to kill this smallest dragon of yours. I will give you more power than that blade.
The Draco Blade will be forever the thing that I use. Using a secondary weapon to smash that monster's brains will be a pleasure, and you're better for smashing.
Then
That's all.
we have a deal. Would you agree?
Nothing gives me more power than the blade right now, so I'll test it. But if it fails me at any point, the deal is off, and I will throw you into the ocean where you'll never be found.
The thing goes silent. Alright, as the night continues on, Zaya, you sleep very comfortably, almost as if finally experiencing the royal treatment for once in your life. You are
Yeah, no kidding.
Captain, the night continues to haunt you, slightly as you can't stop thinking about that visage you saw. Cyrus, honestly, nothing seems to disturb you besides the occasional soldier who seems to kind of walk by your tent drunkenly falling around or falling over.
Okay.
As day comes, you pack up your tents, Captain puts his cabin away. You all feel well rested. Zaya hears the birds in the distance
I was about
chirping.
to say, what was that?
That wasn't me. Heading towards the Silver Song Manor, you finally manage to get there. It looks like the walls have been repaired. The ivy has been pulled away from the building itself. Many a tieflings seem to be setting about on the outer portion of the manor and started putting up houses from trees that they've cut down, a blackened wood of sorts. And as you continue your situation, or continue in, you see Tikva seems to be giving orders left and right, telling tieflings what to do here and there. And as you finally kind of get closer, tieflings begin to bow, and more continue to bow. And as you look up, Zaya, you see on the main front of the Silver Song Manor, where a lightning bolt was earlier, or not lightning bolt, a silver note was carved in, is now simply a raven with a music note carved. The House of Ravensong written underneath.
So Tikva's there,
Mhm.
just kind of standing around giving orders. I rush over to her and I hug her tightly.
As you do, you feel the warmth of her skin.
You're alive. You're not fake. You're not a Rakshasa. I thought I was being deceived when I thought grandfather was real.
Ah, cousin, I told you that the that I would come back. And now I have been revived thanks to your friend over there. She nods towards Malthor.
Malthor waves. You're welcome.
Then I owe him a deed. Surely a debt. But I'm just glad you're here.
She kind of breaks away from the hug and goes, "Yes, and now allow me to be the first to honor you. The first of her name The king and the tiefling lands and the empress of the colonies, all hail. And many of the other tieflings around begin to bow as you guys are kind of standing awkwardly in the center of this. Zaya of House Ravensong, queen of all, known as the last frost, the first and the only. All hail, and they all kneel and bow their heads.
I'll just kind of do like a curtsy back to them, like as they all bow, and then just kind of stand there.
They continue to keep their heads bowed.
What
Malfoy's
is
gonna walk up and whisper in her ear, "Tell them to rise."
rise now as citizens of a new kingdom and a new age?
They do so, and you just begin to hear clapping left and right. Everyone's starting to cheer your name. As you guys start to look around, you get a rough count. There's around 700 tieflings here.
Malfoy's gonna just
Uh,
take a deep breath in and keep an eye out for any problems or for
Okay.
gnomes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over these people. Are these the last of the tieflings that I know about, or at least the last on the island?
You have no idea.
I am honored to be your queen, and I am honored to have so many here, but I am afraid the battle's not over. But as long as we stay together and we stay determined, I have faith we can take back not only the tiefling lands, but the world.
They begin to cheer louder and louder as a full roar continues for the next few minutes, and as it slowly dies down, Tikva looks at you and goes, "By the way, I have a letter for you. An old friend of ours is passing through the territories."
Oh, is that so?
As she hands it to
What
you,
is it?
you recognize the Crimson Talon sigil.
I'll open it up. A
Uh,
bit hesitantly, but still open it.
As you open it up, you see a simple design of a rune on the symbol. As soon as it fully opens, it begins to glow, and there before you stands a very bald dwarf with a very large bronze cannon on one arm, many scars, torn up armor, and a very angry scowl on his face. It's Greg, the Bloodthirsty.
Greg
Malfoy
the
recognizes this and
Bloodthirsty.
gives him a short bow and says, "Oh, strong one."
Oi!
Greg,
This is a message. So anybody who says hello is an idiot. Alright. Let's get this straight. I don't like you. I barely remember you. And I sent you on a mission. Sorry, I've had a lot to drink. To die. Because it was funny. Thought you could last orcs. Gods, what imbeciles you were. Well, life insurance would have paid well. Anyways, Tenem is looking to seek alliances. He's offering his hand, and unfortunately, you're stuck with me as the envoy. I don't like it. You don't like it. I killed your cousin. We both know it. To be fair, it was because of a stupid goblin that managed to blow up my entire guild and ruin my entire life, but, you know, and almost kill me. But yes, I will be here wherever you're at in the next 5 days upon this message activating. Also, in the next 5 seconds, it's probably going to explode. Good luck!
okay. As that said, I'll just kind of like
I take
toss
the
it to
paper,
the
I crumple
side.
it up,
Yeah,
and I throw it in the air as hard as I can.
yeah.
Uh,
I won't let him throw it.
Malfoy, give me an athletics check, please.
Oh yeah. It is a 21.
Captain
Jeez.
Cyrus, as you just watch this happen, not having any clue of what the fuck's going on, you just see this piece of paper get thrown into the sky and then implode like a small nuke.
Implode
And-
or explode?
No, implode. You heard me
Oh,
right.
And Malfoy's gonna shout out, "Look, fireworks! If you have them, fire them off."
Everyone looks confused at Malthor.
This is
Yeah,
fun.
Zaya just shaking her head lightly, and she's gonna turn to Tikva and be like, "So he's around here then?"
Oh yes, he's been waiting inside for 3 days. He's very angry, by the way, but I'm not sure if that's just his general demeanor, or if that's honestly his, that's him being happy to see you.
How do you feel about this, Tikva? He is the one who killed you over a goblin in your party.
I'm not happy, but it is not my place as the Empress to take up, and plus, honestly, I don't want to be anywhere near him if I can help it.
Understandable. I guess I should go seek audience with him. It would be good to ally
She
with Tenem.
stops you and goes, no, he seeks audience with you. You need to learn how to be royalty. She looks to Cyrus and goes, you look like you're nobility. Come here. You need to teach her.
I have not been in a noble building that wasn't destroyed since I was a child. So yeah, I could definitely use some lessons.
Malthor,
I don't know if
Koss,
there's
I'll give you
royal
some help with the
advisors.
etiquette.
I'm
Yes,
not so sure.
I am not noble, but I know the ways of the court. I can
Yeah.
probably help her.
Yeah, we can probably sort her out.
I
There you go.
know briefly the ways of nobles. I am not familiar with the
You
ways
might
of
want to get her some
emperors.
fancier dress for her to go into this with.
Oh,
Oh yes, please. I need. My clothes have all been ruined by
Her rags
battle.
might not be exactly, you know,
well,
fit.
we've got some of the... And she looks at Cyrus and Captain says, well, good, we have no more dwarves. We have dwarven leather.
Going into
That's-
meeting what looked like a dwarf, you really believe that's going to be a good idea.
Honestly, if
Yes.
it pissed him off, I'd think it'd be kind of funny, but you have a fair point. We don't want him killing someone else. Alright, I'll get the tailor
Yes.
on it. Give me a moment.
Thank you, Tikva.
And Tikva kind of heads back into the house, yelling, talking, screaming at someone.
And while Malthor has a second, while nothing's going on, he's going to look at Captain and be like, I have an offer for you later.
Oh.
I think you're going to like it.
That sounds ominous, but okay, that's your business.
Yeah, Captain just cocks his head to the side, but
Yeah.
he's not gonna try to draw any more
He
info
pat-
at the moment.
Malthor pats the chest on his back and just says, it's in here.
Okay.
Zaya's gonna lean over to Cyrus and be like, does he still realize that's kind of ominous?
I don't think he does, but it's okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was
Malthor
going
cares
to teach.
about
Quietly.
this.
And I go to
Ricard still has
Cyrus.
to cock to the side.
Yeah, I look to Cyrus and be like, yes, I prefer if you're the one teaching etiquette, thank you.
Hey, ominous can be very, very, very powerful in the court.
It's
Of
not
course,
the go-to.
but regal
Not the go-to,
and
but
just,
powerful.
yeah.
As you guys continue
I-
to talk, you hear a man in the very in the far background near the wall go, I found another thumb! What the hell is going on around here?
Mention the thumb one more time while we are around the queen, and so help me, Lord, I will cut off yours.
Gal looks at you and goes, I was just meaning, I was making a joke. Okay. He goes
We are
in.
in the court
Good
of
joke,
the queen.
Gall. Good joke. Good try, man. The repetition's getting a little old, though.
I mean, I could call him ugly.
We've already
It might
Gall-
be refreshing.
Gull, I would appreciate if you did not upset my companion. Captain is very useful to me. I do not want him angered. And she looks over to Gull, like just kind of blank face, but serious.
Fair enough. Fair enough. He goes back. He heads
Thank
inside.
What was the thumb he found this time? Malthor tries to see what thumb he had this time.
He pushes it over to you, and it's a goblin's thumb. He goes, I don't know if he wants this one. And he
Oh,
looks.
shit.
As you look down at it, you realize that's not a thumb.
I
Ah!
don't think this is actually what he'll want, though. That's for down below the belt. Gall, you need to try a little harder. Goblin thumbs aren't this thick. They're a little more bony.
Wait, what was? Oh, we did hire
holding the
we did
goblin
hire one of the
dick.
doctors that serve under Mizna on the Mizna school. I forgot about. I bet you that's where this came from.
Yeah, I might
Castration.
want to go put it back.
Okay. He takes it and starts walking away.
You're killing me.
Malthor just sits back and looks at Captain and is like, I took care of that one, don't worry.
Thank you.
Just gotta let the jokes roll off your back. Trust me. You'll
You
feel a
hear
little
Gall
better.
go off in the distance. That's the only thing that rolls off your chest.
I
For
am
his sake,
sure
I'm gonna
once
Now, that's-
everything's
hear that.
people
If it comes-
are scarred from
Mm.
war and a bit shaken, humor will do them good. I am sure once order's been put back in, they'll be a bit more respectful of people an empress holds.
Don't
Dear.
believe that for a second. I was a jester at the last court.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. You might want to get him some good money for that.
Is Tikva still
Tikva's-
around?
nope, she went inside.
I need to ask
Let's go
about
meet up
who
with
I can hire
the
in
zombie
fire.
that I raised back fully. God, that was an ordeal. Anyways,
That
let's go catch up with her.
zombie has a name, and her name is Tikva.
She never told me. No one introducing themselves to me except for Cyrus and you.
I can't imagine why. Let us go now, then.
And Gaul. Gaul's funny. Gaul's awesome.
Thank you. By the way, Cyrus, I found you something you might like.
What's that?
He brings over a helmet and hands it to you. It's just a basic leather helmet. He goes, "Now, I don't want you ask me where I got the leather, but
Okay.
I think you'll
It's
like
someone's
this."
ass.
He looks at
Goblin-esque.
Captain and says, "No, I got that one in the other chest." Now, as I was saying,
Gross.
this came from the mainland, from the colonies. It was a gift, supposed to be a gift from my little brother, but you're about the right height for it, or right size for it. Would you be interested?
I will. See, I have it. I think I have it. Sure, I will take it. I'm not going to put it on yet, though, but I will take it from him.
He hands it to you. It seems to be a normal piece of leather armor. Go
I
ahead.
will. Yeah, I don't have it prepared. I have to do them as rituals, but when I would get a chance, I would identify it, or actually detect magic first, technically, and then identify it if it's magical.
Okay. We'll take care of that here in a bit. As you lot kind of head into the House of Ravensong, as many of the serfs begin working again, kind of tending to fields, building houses around it. No city is really being built at this point. Eventually you manage to get a chance on your own, Cyrus, to sit down and look at the helmet. Ritual casting and doing a detect magic on it, you realize that this thing is a disguise kit. It's a free. It disguises you into whatever you're looking for.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then I will, when I get a chance, I will attempt to attune to it if it requires attunement.
It
If
does
not,
not.
I will,
Put it on.
yeah, put it on.
All right. As you
See
put
what
it on, Captain, hanging out with Cyrus and kind of chilling with him as Zaya goes to attend business, and Malthor tends to follow her, telling her things that she barely listens to on occasion and only listens to half the advice. As Cyrus puts on this helmet, you immediately see the man now looks like what you would imagine with a duck crossed with a bear.
The platypus bear.
His face, just that's all you see.
Cyrus, I would take that off.
I take it back off again.
As he takes it back off, his face is back to normal.
You didn't exactly look right.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll put it in my bag.
All right, I'll add it to your inventory at the end of this session.
Okay.
All right, Malthor and Zaya, as you kind of head off onto your own little bit, kind of talking to Tikva. Tikva eventually brings out some very simple nobleman's clothing in the form of a black dress that seems to have pieces of fabric designed as if they were raven's feathers, kind of flowing off of it. A simple black pearled necklace to put around your neck, and really that's all she has for you at the time, as it is kind of short notice. Handing you this
Mhm.
stuff, she brings you to a room that you don't recognize whatsoever. It looks to have been a recent add-on. With red carpet going down the center, the Raven Song sigil behind it, and a black wood throne. It is made of wood. It is not very comfortable as you sit down. And as you do manage to get to a chance immediately as you sit down, in comes Greg, glaring at you. As he looks, he goes, "Fuck me, she's a queen."
Empress, but yes, good to see you, I suppose, Greg.
You were supposed to die. We were trying to sell you to the damn Kraken. I see you didn't manage to do that very well. Makes sense. You lot weren't very much a great group. You had that red orc that I hear died into acid. Let's see. God, I can't even remember
Well,
the rest of you.
The red orc ran away very quickly. I'm not sure what happened to him.
Didn't you have a cat at one point that followed you around? Did you finally cook the
Hmm.
bastard?
Greg, what is your business here?
Ugh. Too all powerful now, not willing to talk to your old guildmaster, huh? Alright. To the point. You know how this goes. Tenem wants an alliance. In exchange for the alliance, you'll marry his son. His son is like 2 years old, 1 year old, I don't know. He's some human brat. You'll marry him when he comes of age. The two kingdoms will be merged under your children's throne. Yada yada, you know the deal. He doesn't give a damn what you do until then, and in exchange he'll offer troops to come help you out, and will stop attacking the colonies.
I was not informed of a marriage proposal with a child
Well,
before this.
if it makes you feel any better, you tried with Tikva first, but, you know, the fact is she's not queen, empress, whatever you want to call yourself. So this is your option. Take it, or Tenem plans to invade you. You know him.
Invade.
Yeah, he's been kind of angry ever since the whole situation with Zilpip.
Well, we are all
At the
angry
mention
when
of
it
the
comes
name,
to Zilpip.
Malthor gets a very grim look on his face.
Yes, no, I don't think many people have highly value Zilpip as
Not
a
many
good
people
person.
have killed over 1,000 clerics in a single day. And that, unfortunately, is an exaggeration. During the Great Siege, he managed to feed them to a bunch of zombies. Poor bastards never stood a chance. Plus, well, fire and all that. It's a long story. Plus gas and... Anyways, so that's the deal. You either take it or he kills you. Your choice. Do you want your throne or not?
And there's no way to talk to this with him in person or to meet the son beforehand.
He's like 1 year old. I'm gonna be honest. You'll be lucky. You may not even have to deal with the marriage by that point. To be honest, if this kid lives past 5, I'll be amazed. Tenem's already trying to drill the kid and teach him how to fight. He's treating him like a dwarven child. The kid's
Yeah,
human.
Not magical.
Most humans won't
Oh, the kid's
survive
got
that kind of
magic.
training.
A lot of damn
Mm.
magic. He's got a twin brother that has also a lot of magic.
DM, do I know, like, the tiefling lifespan versus the, like, human lifespan, the average, if I would be too old to be of use, or if he would die before I die? Like,
Oh, he'd
the
die long
logistics?
before you. You're on average, you're looking at roughly, I think, 150 years is the average for a tiefling.
Mhm.
And that's average just for both genders.
Mhm.
In this case, with humans, typically 80 is considered an old human.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're gonna way outlive this kid. There's also a good chance that he may die young because humans don't have exactly the highest mortality rate.
Mhm.
Aren't exactly,
Okay.
the best keepers of their children.
And
Go on
since
out,
he
little
is,
Billy Adventure.
he is in Tenem's
So
care,
I,
yeah.
We'll just kind of sigh and nod and be like, "So be it.
Alright.
I'll accept this deal."
Good. He walks up to you. Give me your hand as he places his out.
I'll hold my hand out
He
reluctantly.
He pulls a dagger, slashes your hand, and takes a piece of paper and smacks your hand with it. Alright, deal's done. He rolls it up, shoves it in his pocket, and turns around. Good luck ruling the country. And he leaves.
Yes. Thank you.
As he walks out, passing Cyrus and Captain, who are heading into what is the currently made up throne room, he looks Cyrus in the eye and says, "You remind me of someone, but I don't know who."
You don't remind me of anyone, so I'm not certain.
Huh. Well, you humans look the same anyways, as he continues walking off.
Zaya's just like rubbing her brow, just like clearly not happy
Oh,
about
now
this.
your brow's all bloody. Good job.
No, I rubbed it with my non-bleeding hand. I have 2 hands.
I heal your
Hey,
other hand.
some
by
of
the
us
way,
don't
for
have
you. That
all
was a mistake.
of our digits, all right? Let's not be insensitive to those.
Oh yeah, speaking
Yeah.
of which, with the thumb, would I be able to feasibly attach it together?
Oh, dear Lord.
I mean,
As Captain walks in with Cyrus, you see Gaul sitting in the corner in a jester's outfit, just smiling.
I offer Gaul a thumbs up.
He goes, he can't do that.
I have 2 hands, you fucking dimwit.
But I found a thumb for you.
I found a dagger for you.
Mine's bigger as he pulls out what you realize is a giant's thumb.
Hey, you said humanoid.
I hate
Is
my
it-
life and everything is pain.
I believe our business here is done. Zaya's gonna get up and like gesture for Captain to leave before he ends up stabbing the Gaul.
Let's go fix your
The
thumb up
Gaul.
now, Mr.
He has
Captain.
the gall.
Shut up.
Yes, Cyrus.
As they go off, I will attempt to get Zaya kind of off by ourselves.
Okay.
So Zaya, when I talked to you earlier, you're probably used to the message spell.
Yep.
That's
Very,
yeah, you can probably cast it or have used it.
Mm-hmm.
Only about 3 people in the world know that I have this ability, but that was not the message spell.
Gaul
I
comes
can
out and looks
actually-
you dead in the eyes and says, "What was it?" As you suddenly notice he's been listening this entire time.
Gaul,
It was a test to see if you
Go
were
away.
eavesdropping on Queen business. Skull, this is Queen business. Please
Damn it.
leave.
Fine. No one ever loves the Gaul.
Ralstor shouts, I do!
He comes
Zaya
running.
So-
just kind of looks at Cyrus and is like, "I'm going to ask Tikva about firing him."
good idea. So anyway, now that you are Queen, Empress, whatever, as long as it seems like I can reach out to about 70 or 80 feet, as long as I do I guess it's this blink, we can actually communicate for up to about an hour. So like the message spell, but lasts longer. Just
So
wanted to
is
let you.
it's a magic from your world then.
I didn't know anybody else that had it.
Oh, so this is unique to you.
It seems that way, yes, but I've figured with everything going on, all I have to do is be able to see you and I can make the link for up to an hour. Or roughly it seems like. Just in case
That-
we would need it, I wanted to share this with you.
And the link is both ways fully, or can I only respond to you when you speak?
I will actually form the link and switch to telepathic. And yes, you can. So now telepathically, it is 2-way. It's not limited by the message spell. You can
Then, yes.
reply telepathically if you want.
Of course, I will make good use of this. Thank you, Cyrus. I know it'll be good with people like Gaul or more dangerous.
Gaul walks
listening
over.
in.
Oh, hey, you heard my name.
No, telepathic.
Oh. Oh.
So you just see Zaya. They're just Zaya and Cyrus are just kind of both silently standing there, and they
Yeah,
both look at
I
him
could-
and just glare.
Gaul,
Occasionally, like nodding, like we're talking, but we're not saying anything.
Gaul
No,
pokes
yeah.
Captain in the ribs and goes, "I think we've got a new king coming in."
Oh boy.
That'll be bad with the new deal.
I wonder if we can give them the thumbs up there, Captain.
So, I draw one of my knives, and with the butt end of the knife, press it into his side, say, "Shut up. Just shut up."
Gaul just looks at you and goes, "All right, just give me a thumbs up when I can talk again."
So never.
I'll just continue telepathically to Zaya. I would appreciate if this isn't shared with anybody else for right now.
No, of course. I understand the need for secrecy. In fact, your telepathic abilities could very well be a game changer in the future.
Malthor's
Why?
gonna try and reattach Captain's thumb while
Okay.
this is all
So
happening.
Zaya and
Do I
Cyrus
roll
are just
medicine roll?
staring at each other, telepathically
Yeah.
talking, and then in the background, Malthor's like trying to just not even stitch him. He's just trying to stick the frozen
No,
thumb
no,
on
I want to do
Captain's
it medically
hand.
using magic. So
Okay.
we're doing
okay.
this differently.
As,
I was
So-
just
as Captain begins to tear his hair out at the annoyance from the amazing jester, the most fun character we've had in a while. Malthor pulls out the thumb, starts to warm it up, and sits it on Captain's finger. And starts to go ahead and roll medicine, Malthor.
I'm crying.
all I can picture is
Um,
like the puzzle pieces
23.
where the kids have.
Okay.
He's just trying to.
As
stick it.
Malthor begins to stitch back up, it hurts at first, Captain, but eventually you just go numb from the pain because you're just happy to stop hearing the jokes.
Yep.
And Gullick looks at you, really like just looking like he's begging at this point, with wanting to say something.
I gesture like, go ahead.
He's giving you a thumb. And he turns and walks away.
Yes.
Alright, as the finger is stitched back, Captain, your thumb, it's a little numb and very cold, but you do feel that it's been managed to be put back together.
I
use-
try to
I
bend
use-
it.
It bends, but it's a little stiff.
I'll
I'm
take
gonna.
it.
I look at Captain. I'm like, it's gonna be a little. You're gonna have to work it out. So just keep bending and unbending it for a while. It should get blood flow and stop this flesh from going necrotic.
I practice by grabbing and ungrabbing my sword while looking at Gaul.
Gaul just smiles at you and goes, "It's not the only thing he's flexing." And turns away.
I pat Captain on the shoulder. I'm just like, let it go. Let it go. He's a jester. He's meant to annoy. You just happen to be the best target for him.
As you guys are continuing to figure things out, Zaya and Cyrus finally finishing up their conversation of staring at each other. Gaul finally walks over to Zaya and smiles and says, "So about me joining you on your adventures, I figure you could use an extra sword hand, right?"
I will have to see. I have to talk to my cousin, hold audience, see all the qualified people. Are you experienced as a soldier? Because I'm afraid going into these very dangerous, high death rate lands, I don't know if I'll have need of a court gesture.
Oh, I was the Emperor's also right-hand man. I'm technically one of the best swordsmen in the Empire.
Then I will definitely consider.
I was known as the Laughing Blade, as your friend has found out very well so far.
Yes, of course.
He's
yes,
a bard.
I will.
His big thing is cutting words. I get it now.
I will need to speak to my cousin. Seems like she's been the head of things around here. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that for sure.
He kind of nudges Cyrus and says, "See, you're not the only one who's got a chance here," and walks off.
Zaya's just like looking to Cyrus, and she just uses a telepathic link to say, "I am not choosing that man unless he can prove to me he can slay a dragon."
That's
And
a
then
good
she
idea.
just
but I
walks
reply
off to
back.
find. Yes, she just walks off to find Tikva.
Hey DM,
Yes.
I look to Gaul
Uh-huh.
and I say, I've got a bone to pick with you.
He smiles at you and says, "All right, I'll give you a hand. Let's go."
Oh gosh,
Oh,
if there's a
this
fight
is
going on, Zaya
important.
will watch. But
You haven't the spine.
He looks at you and smiles and says, "No, but I've seen yours."
I sure as hell hope not. I was well dressed.
I'm gonna be honest. Those few beers, that was a kinky night.
What?
he was in the cabin.
He smiles and looks at you and says, "You're not that good at this game, buddy, but good try. If I can make Stonewalled Emperor laugh, then I can make anyway. Speaking of which, I wonder whatever happened to the Emperor. I heard he kidnapped some poor girl and tried to take her as his daughter again. That's the third time this year, I tell you."
With that, Ricard walks away.
Yeah, Zaya's going to find Tikva.
But please, no, someone, no, okay.
I may be a pirate, but I'm not a degenerate.
I give him a pity clap.
Thank you. At least.
Hey,
at least I
Captain, is everything good? As I give him a 2 thumbs up.
got-
I'm going to kill this entire party and then myself.
Suddenly
Zaya
regrets
didn't
not
do
joining.
anything.
You know
Cairn
what?
Legacy.
You know what? You're right, Zaya. You've actually been
Yeah.
very, very respectful, and I appreciate that.
As
hey,
the
I
party
already attached your fucking thumb.
begins to spend the night together, getting their last situations put together, getting a long rest each, relaxing, enjoying themselves, Captain flexing his thumb, figuring out, avoiding Gaul as much as possible. Gaul, who seems to seek him out continuously to make more jokes at his expense. A nice dinner, a fancy feast of many of the homegrown vegetables that neither Cyrus, Captain, nor Malthor can identify, as many of them seem to come with degenerate blood and ichor. To Tiefling, this is gourmet. To most of you, this looks like you're eating out of Satan's ass.
Yeah, so
Um,
Saya looks super stoked about this. Like, oh,
Oh,
yes, fine cuisine.
Mine tastes phenomenal as I am prestidigitation it.
It begins to scream at you for a moment, and then seems to
Yeah.
silently go away.
Just make it taste good.
Oh, it tastes
I lightly
it tastes great.
elbow Malthor and say, "Hey, if we head back to the cabin, I'll make us something."
That sounds a lot better than eating this. Thank
With
you.
what chef?
Malthor looks down at it, and you can see teeth as it's still trying to bite the fork as Malthor pokes at it.
I'm so tempted to cast Fireball.
Please do not destroy the dining hall. That would be appreciated.
I grab Malthor by his collar, just like
The collar of the
friend-
armor.
yeah, a friendly way, and just say, "Come on."
As you
Let-
begin to head
I
out,
follow.
Gaul looks at you and goes, "You wouldn't have the gall."
I'm gonna look at Gaul dead in the eyes and say, "Oh, I do. I brought back the dead one. I had the gall to do anything." And I walk out. Wait, first, before I do, I walk over there, I pick him up, and I walk out with him.
Shit!
I have the gall.
Help! Your Majesty, I'm being kidnapped again. Please.
Don't bring him, please, please.
I
no.
set Gaul down outside the door and I'm like, I told you I had the gall.
I've been. He
go.
runs back in. I've been molested by a tall gray man.
And
The
for
captain-
reference, Zaya, I did hear that comment. Yes, I know I don't have a chef. That doesn't mean I
It
don't know
wasn't
how to
in
cook.
character. That was an out of character joke because I wanted to get a word in. Zaya was just enjoying food.
Okay, well, I am remembering Jawadi in peace. Okay.
As the night
I
goes
could
on,
I'll make a song about him.
peaceful
Triton.
relaxation is had. Cyrus is chewing on now what looks to be a humanoid steak, making it look a bit more normal. It still seems to bleed black as he chews on it. Captain cooking one of his cook's favorite meals for Malthar. It doesn't taste nearly as good, but it passes. Gaul seems to be drooling at the window, giving a thumbs up, watching this whole situation go on. The night goes on. Each of you retire to your own own barracks or own rooms. Things begin to relax. Serfs come in and out, and a new group of noblemen are being requested to be formed for new lords of the land. Gaul offering his services, trying to bother Zaya in the middle of the night while Zaya's trying to get sleep.
If he comes in the middle of the night while Zaya is sleeping, Zaya will report him to the
Stab him,
guards.
stab him.
No, she will. She needs her
What
Queen's
police? This
beauty
is a new
rest.
colony, essentially.
Don't become the first person I put in prison under my rule, Gaul, please.
Gaul smiles, says, "I'm the captain of your guard." Because I had
I
the
will
Gaul. And walks out of the room and leaves. And that will be where we're ending tonight's session. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please make sure to follow for Gaul. We know if we can get up to 125 followers by the next session, I will make him a permanent character for the rejected potential to have to deal with.
Make him a permanent
No.
character
Oh, dear
anyways,
God, no.
please.
We will assassinate him.
The
First
puns.
Gaul, then Zilpip, and then deal with Tenem's son.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you, Rejected Potential, for joining me. I will see you all next Sunday. Look forward to tomorrow's stream where I panic and freak out about my final test of the term and of my bachelor's degree. Thank you all, and I will see you tomorrow.